over. We'll get things reset. We'll make sure the power's still up, and then Ashante Worthy and the boys are going to step on the field. You know, it's a little cold outside, but I don't expect snow in the forecast, Rob.
Not at all. There's going to be some melted snowmen out there. It's going to be rough.
42-18 your score.
You're hiding the lead. We'll talk about it later, but what color does it look like BIC's wearing? That might be the only thing Snow Tribe has going for him.
It's going to be bloody snow. It's insane.
Much like Jeremy Shockey in the early 2000s, or in first and 10, 3:50 left to go.
J-Rock at the timeout. He must have seen something he didn't like.
Yeah, he wanted Matt to read the read again.
Berserk Athletics provides custom athletic merchandise to athletes of all sports and ages. Get your A7FL replica jersey and fan gear today at berserkathletics.com. Let's go Berserk. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Corey Hammond and Big Rob Fabian. Rob looking at all the news and stats around the A7FL. Corey, as we look ahead to our second game of the afternoon, if you're the Trenton BIC and you see the U doing this, you're like, all right, now I gotta hurt everybody. Now I just gotta throw everything I can at them.
Well, I think motivation for the teams in the Northeast, including the Watchmen, which, you know, if they had a different matchup, things might have gone a little bit differently. But I think all of the top teams in the Northeast have that motivation, because more important than maybe anything else in what transpired last year is that none of these teams were champions. They all lost.
Everybody has
their
fire.
last game.
Only one of these teams played in the Final Four. And they're the one down 40-18.
That's insane.
And you saw how the U has come back. I think that the defensive line for the U is obviously a difference maker, but you can't really look too much further than when you say the U is back, it's because they have their quarterback back. But now what we're going to see is what kind of level of motivation do we see from BIC? Do we get extra motivation? Do they come out and do they maybe take Snow Tribe lightly? Is Snow Tribe better than maybe we expect them to be?
I mean, you would hope
4
so,
o'clock, a lot of those questions are going to be answered early, and I think one of the guys that's going to answer a lot of questions today, even though there's no question about it, is my guy, Sterry Codrington.
And it will be a snap.
Oh my goodness. Isaac Negron trying to remind us.
And Mo Ramadan.
You see what's on his back.
You see what's on his back.
Long live Palestine. You see what's on his back.
And we see here the first sack, the 6th sack of the afternoon.
Goodness.
For this Patterson U defense is Mo Ramadan, coming out of retirement, losing a daughter in the offseason, has 2 young daughters, one in hospice care, playing alongside his younger brother, and there he is.
Look at this.
He put him on his ass, and a little help from Isaac Negron.
Yeah, rest in peace to Jana and Sema Strong, but you know, basically what we're saying is with those 6 sacks.
Shouting out that old school.
Yeah, that old school.
Mic'd up tape.
Yeah, listen, I'm here for it.
And with those 6 sacks, the biggest difference in the Watchmen today is not who the quarterback is. It's not who the wide receivers are that are making plays. It's not the defense. It's the offensive line. And last year, you can make the argument that they're 1 or 2 or 3 in offensive lines in this league. At least game 1 in 2024. They have to look at this tape and figure out what they need to do better to make sure that they protect whoever has the ball in the backfield for the Watchmen.
Our friend and yours, Tejon Webster, in the chat said Huff said they had 50 on the head. He was close. 2:12 left to go. Waiting to the 2-minute warning. No, they'll take it. And there's the toss-off. Beefy finding a seam. Beefy finding this sideline. Beefy gets hip-checked. And there he is. Sadiq Pitts looking to get a little bit of respect back on his name.
Don't tell me to sit down, Rob.
It took him a while. I like to see Sadiq Pitts put in work, but he's looking a little like a liability today.
At the 2-minute warning, Baltimore looking to add more to the scoreboard and at least walk out a little bit closer as we wait for our 4 o'clock game in Las Vegas. As it was 8-0. It's 8-0 in Cincinnati. Chaos leading the crush, and we see here again a huge run. Just big bodies.
Yeah, Sadiq. Oh, yeah, Sadiq. All right, he must have heard me. Somebody told him.
Well, to be clear, he kind of missed on the beginning of the play if we're going to narc on everybody today.
And we'll take a brief timeout here at the 2-minute warning. 42-18 your score. If you haven't got your 10th anniversary t-shirt, I don't know what's wrong with you. We'll be back on the other side as we wrap this one up. It's the game of the week.
That's me. facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. But let me take you back to an even worse day. The day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player one wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell!
Walking into today, there were nothing but questions, but just about one game gone by. Rob Fabian, Corey Hammond, I'm Matt Ryan, and Patterson, you have had a lot of answers. We're going to have 6 more weeks to figure it out, but this is the U that looked like winning back-to-back A7FL championships.
Honestly.
This is a team that was in 4 straight A7FL title games. And right now, Baltimore's going to have to go down I-95 with a lot of homework to do and some retooling. The snap. The throw to the end zone. Might go make it, can't make it. And it will be third down.
And it's like, I feel like asking Corey, like, who are we? I don't want to say blame, but was it overthrown or
on that one, it looked like the wind took it because, again, it kind of died down.
But those missed completions today have been a big problem for Baltimore. It's the timing. Is it because of all the subterfuge and back channels and political intrigue that's been going on in the DMV?
It's been very busy, and I
think that is part of
it is part of it.
Yeah, but the other thing too is that, you know, this game is a statement for the U. Absolutely,
sure.
There's things that the Watchmen 100% need to work on, but one game is only one game, and we saw that last year. You know, the 3 top teams, the Watchmen, U, BIC, which we're going to see in a couple minutes, they had the game where they could have played better, but they still weren't out of it. And I think what we've seen from the Watchmen is pretty much business as usual. And if they fix the offensive line, they're definitely going to be a hard out in this tournament. But I'll say this, guys. You're talking about back-to-back with the U, mentioning the U as Buck gets ready for 2nd and 10. This is the type of defensive line that we talk about when we question what the Insomniacs have to face.
On everything.
2nd and 10. Play action. Huff. Pardon me, the throw by Buck and incomplete again.
So, again, come on, Corey. Who now?
I mean,
2
listen,
targets to Mike.
As a quarterback, what do I say? I say my bad. So, whatever. But I think it's more interesting. You know, this game, we're at what we're at. We're going to see on 3rd down. I think Buck's going to make the play. But when we talk about the championship picture,
right,
and you talk about what teams have to do to get back there or win again,
and
this is what we talk about with a defensive line that you have to face for 4 quarters. You're not going to have 11 seconds in the pocket against the U, period. No matter who your offensive linemen are. I don't care if they went to Nebraska. I don't care if they went to UCLA. I don't care if they're literally still at Alabama right now. That defensive line is going to get pressure on quarterbacks, and we're going to have to see how teams that haven't faced things like this adjust.
Right, yeah.
I did see an NYU offensive lineman. I'm making that up because we didn't have football. The snap on 3rd down, the pressure, almost sack number 7, but that'll be another incompletion.
And then about the rotation, we didn't say Big Mo's name or Isaac's name first quarter. That's not who we were saying.
No.
We were saying Nick Mays. We were calling everyone else, Jay Rock, all these other guys. Now in the 3rd, 4th quarter, it's a lot of Isaac, it's a lot of Big Mo. The rotation is crazy.
And then there he is, number 82, Devin White.
Kevin
White.
Kevin White. And he just came off of the bench.
Haven't seen Fletch.
Now, did he do a
Burton's
fusion dance?
double teamed.
Is that the late great Kevin Green and Reggie White reincarnated?
Maybe,
is that who Kevin White is?
We said Devon Burton earlier, but then he didn't disappear. They rotated, and then it was Kevin White. Then he left. Then it was Big Mo. Then he left. Then it was Isaac. Then he left. Now, and then I'm saying it's Chill Out Duke, but it's really Burton. It's Burton, and then it's Nick Mays. It's like it's too many guys on that defensive line
when you're talking about affecting the passing game. If you
Snap
get a pressure on a quarterback,
down.
it's not an easy.
Intercepted. A
And that's Moon?
interception. That is Kareem Moon.
Oh, he's looking for 6.
He's
Wait a
silky
second.
smooth,
Why is he
and
so
he's trying to
fast?
find a spot.
Whoa! Wait.
And the clock is still running.
Wait a
Play
second.
is still going
Come
on.
on, my-
Kareem
How's
Moon.
he gonna
make it?
We saw pick 6
Good block.
earlier today, and
Okay,
we're going to
wait.
see another one. Slip
Hold
slide.
on.
And he gets to the one.
If you're going to get tackled at the 4,
That's
Moon,
a
you might as well go out of bounds when you first
That's a
catch it.
heartbreaker.
Listen, 6 years ago, that's an easy touchdown. Now he's
But
got to
Huff
go
wanted
get some
50.
oxygen.
They're 8 points
They're
away
8
from 50.
points away from
Rob.
50. But here's the thing. When did Moon get faster? Am I tripping?
Science.
No, that's not what happened.
Nah,
what
he
happened
got a
was
step.
is the Watchmen,
He got a step
their
again.
souls got snatched because when you're going for the garbage touchdown and you think you have a chance and then it's intercepted and almost brought back. No, seriously, I've been
That's
there.
rough. That's
I've
rough.
been there. I've been there.
Yeah, that's
then
rough.
at that point, it's like, it doesn't even matter the effort I put into tackling Kareem Moon, which I could now once again be embarrassed because he could hustle me. Right? So, listen. No matter what happens in today's game with 123, unless we see a messianic miracle, right? If something
There's
comes down from the sky
nothing.
with a beam of light and there's a dove involved,
We
the
can
Baltimore
remove-
Watchmen are now 0-1.
Bro, we can
Ish.
remove every U player from the field right now for the next minute and 23 seconds, and they won't score enough.
I don't know if they'll be able to
they
score.
won't score enough.
But the point is that a loss is a loss. So the fact that it's a 50-point loss, it's a 3-point loss, a loss is a loss at the end of the day. And yes, are there going to be situations in which the points maybe matter at, if there's a
They
tie
will.
with these kids?
The points will matter.
But at the end of the day, the Watchmen need to go home, look at what they did well, work on that, and build on that, because there is a lot there.
No, of course, it's
They
not a
also
loss.
have to
It's a
look.
lesson.
They have to look at the men that were out there pancaking,
Right.
literally week in, week out. The defensive lines that we're facing, and say, gut check. You lost this game for us. And now maybe the UD line won the game for them, and let's give them the credit.
100%. But
But
that
they-
offensive line should be better than that.
You saw once, twice, maybe 3 times, their offensive line was missing blocks completely.
Who is this?
14-0 in Ohio. The
Why
Chaos
does it look
leading the
like Ryan
crush in the
Shamar?
second.
It's a great question. It's not Ryan Shamar.
It'll be 1st and goal.
That's Maurice. That's not Maurice Taylor.
It looks like him.
That's not Maurice.
It absolutely
That's
against
not
the
That is
Baltimore
Trey
Watchmen.
Lamont.
That's not Maurice Taylor. That's not Maurice.
Oh, pardon me. That's number
fucking
54.
Maurice
That's
Taylor.
Nate Green.
That's
Too much
Maurice.
showing.
And the ball's not close.
Oh, my
the ball's not
God.
close. And the big man's got it. Is it a thick boy's touchy?
He's
Not at all.
rumbling. He's bumbling. And then he
And
stumbles.
look how they're looking at Maurice. This is why they put us on the offensive line, Maurice, and we don't do this running stuff. I've been there, brother.
Listen,
I've
from
been hurt
the
before.
jump, we're going to look at a much more athletic version of, A7FL
Baltimore does
football
not
here.
want this game to end, gentlemen. They
At
want to
all.
find a way to come back.
Oh, Buck, what in the world? The block.
Listen, some of the hardest hits you'll get as a quarterback is after an interception.
Shout out
And
to
it's-
our staff today. Producers Zach Morgan, David and Alex Soberman, and
They
Ryan
just
DePaul.
called, hey, Duke, they just cost you guys the 50 boys, man.
Yeah.
They just
I mean,
cost
listen, any of that is ridiculous.
Now that's
at
with
that
a
point.
Z,
When
right?
you put a
50 boys
center,
with the Z,
when you
yes.
put a center at quarterback, and you're going to run quarterback sweep.
Hey, bro,
See,
I
Ross,
have
see
film.
Corey, I don't tell you how to play Madden.
Yeah, I have film,
Fine.
Corey.
Fine.
I
Let me
played
play
running
Madden.
back.
Fine.
I did better than
Yeah,
that.
no,
And I
listen,
scored.
Mo,
Look,
Maurice
everyone
Taylor.
knows I'm at least faster than that.
you're faster than the people that you've raced. That is
Hold on.
100%.
I run
true.
about a 6'12".
Are you challenging Maurice?
No,
Taylor?
I am not. I am
Okay.
retired.
I thought you're tired.
I'm retired.
You're done. Okay.
Once you reset your knee twice to
Yeah,
race somebody,
It's all
Listen,
good. Yeah.
when it's
all
two
good.
fat announcers running, you're just like you're making
Really go deep cuts into the 3-on-1 podcast. You know, Cameron Dawn Hammond did challenge you, Matt. She called you out. Now you could deny that. Shout outs to my 12-year-old
I was
daughter.
gonna say, am I racing your 12-year-old?
Listen, she probably
cooked
would
me.
compete. She could
Three
compete.
wide receiver set, the handoff to the big man. Thick boy season is always in the A7FL, and he, Mamakusaz himself to the 46, and it will 36, pardon me, and it will be second down.
I'll just let that clock run out because, again, at this point, you close the game out, you get home, you get to the drawing board, you figure out what you can do to improve next week and get ready for BIC. Slow down. Get ready for the buzz because the buzz are not care to play with the Watchmen at all.
And in Vegas, it is 6-0 Hunters over the Kryptonite.
Interesting.
The Kryptonite coached by Chris Wallace, current coach of the Vegas Kings. He coached the Outlaws during the Fall Brawl, but now it's 2nd and 4 left to go here in Asbury Park. Baltimore will try to get some morale, and they will be sacked again. J-Rock Rogers, the 7th sack of the afternoon, and then a little bit more of that Park Heights shuffle.
Come on, how many different names are we going to call today for sacks?
Well, we've got 0.3 seconds left, so we're not going to be. We might get one more. We might get number 8.
Maybe.
Who called a timeout? They absolutely 100% called the timeout to get this 0.3 seconds.
They're trying to get a garbage
That was
time.
the U, I believe, take or
yeah?
It was offsides on the defense.
Wow.
So Baltimore gets a reprieve here in what would be called a penalty that may or may not have needed to have been called.
Maybe not. At this point, you guys are like insult to injury. They kind of
I don't know, man. When I got one more chance at one more play against the U, I'm trying to get that garbage time touchdown. Come on.
We expect that from you.
0.3 seconds? Hey, what does that mean?
The toss, and this will be the last play of the game. And
oh my goodness,
he'll get some big yards, and he'll get on the board, and he'll get a highlight of that one.
Chop looking to chop a pound of flesh for that beatdown, but it doesn't matter in the final score.
But the Watchmen said, watch this, and we did. And for 60 minutes, the Patterson U reestablished who they are in this league. Quattro Huffin, who was a little shaky coming out of the gates. They scored twice to start things off, but then they got scored on twice. Coming up after, the power outage, they were able to come back and make things happen. We are going to take a 20-minute break here. And at the top of the hour, it will be the BIC and the Snow Tribe. But we will have action going for you on A7FL.TV and DAZN, so don't worry. And if you want to watch some games on A7FL.TV, you can check across A7FL.TV right now. In Nevada, it's the Hunters taking on the Kryptonite. That is 6-0. And in Ohio, it is still 14-0, with the Heist leading the Crush as they get towards halftime. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. We're going to take a brief timeout, and when we return in 21 minutes' time, Shante Worthy and Sterry Codrington step on the field for 2024. Welcome to Death Row. It's the BIC and the Snow Tribe after this. Patterson and Huff back together. They're reunited, and it feels so good. They're 1-0. The Watchmen take the 0-1. They're back to Baltimore.
But let me take you back to an even worse day. The day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player 1 wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell!
Welcome to the Culling.
Thank you for your continued devotion to the Vanderkoy dynasty. What sponsor makes tonight possible? You're addicted to the Frosty Puffs.
What the
You know how hard it is to get a cereal company to sponsor mass murder?
I am a weapon for a single purpose. No distractions. Damn it. Insert crazy action montage.
We're getting down to Chinatown. We're getting down to Chinatown. We're getting down to Chinatown. We're getting down to Chinatown.
Welcome to the Culling.
Thank you for your continued devotion to the Vanderkoy dynasty. What sponsor makes tonight possible? You're addicted to the Frosty Puffs.
What the
know how hard it is to get a cereal company to sponsor mass murder?
I am a weapon for a single purpose. No distractions. Damn it. Insert crazy action montage. Round one. Fight. That's me, facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. But let me take you back to an even worse day. The day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player one wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell!
We're getting down to Chinatown.
Off. He's got nothing but the grass in front of him. Insomniacs need to stop.
And $25,000
Back way.
Here's Davis. Is that
Russell Logo Davis?
pass?
Logo Davis! Intercepted!
Look downfield. Nemus looking down. A lot of pressure. Nemus on the go.
Hey, it's Matt Ryan from the 3-on-1 podcast. If you're not tired of hearing me, Corey, and Rob talk every single week on the games of the week, then you should listen to the 3-on-1 podcast every Friday on your favorite podcast feed, A7FL.TV, and the A7FL YouTube channel. The 3-on-1 podcast. You probably have better things to do, but let's be serious.
Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up, I'm never gonna back down. Hand over my heart, I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down.
Welcome back live to Asbury Park Stadium in Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. And after a brief interlude, Season 10 continues as the Trenton BIC will take the Rahway Snow Tribe on in our second game of the afternoon here in New Jersey. We still have action going on across the A7FL in Cincinnati. The Chaos making a strong statement early on, gentlemen, 26-0 over the QC Crush.
That's a good look, and that's kind of what I expect from the Chaos. Believe it or not, I know they think I hate them. I know all of Ohio thinks I hate them. But, no, I expect the Chaos to do well against most teams. Now I want to see them against the Heist. The Heist won today, or they were –
The Heist won
yeah,
today.
41-12. It was similar kind of score, probably a better feel than the game we just witnessed. But they take care of the Octane, the Heist, the Covington Heist. And it looks like we cross over the United States into Vegas, and it's a 20-6 lead for the Kryptonite over the Hunters.
The Hunters started out 6-0 with the lead, but 20 unanswered points by the Kryptonite. That's going on A7FL.TV. And we are live in Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Big Rob Fabian checking the news, checking the insides and outsides of the league. And Corey Hammond, you're going to be playing at 7 o'clock or as soon as this next game's done. And you changed you were wearing a dress shirt
it looks like
earlier.
It looks like I'm going turtleneck now, but that's actually the Under Armour look.
We both look like we should be going to clubs in Manhattan Beach, Brooklyn on a Friday night.
And I look like I should be bouncing at that club right now. Yeah, just making sure you guys.
All I know is that in retrospect, the gray blazer with my hair. I don't know. It's growing on me.
It works.
But I look like I have zero business on any football field.
I took such a risk with this suit jacket.
You got nothing but compliments.
People love it.
There's actually orders on berserk.com for this jacket. Now, it's not in production yet, but we'll see.
You can go to berserkathletics.com and you get Indianapolis Octane gear, some QC Crush gear, more gear coming there, and you can use the code A7FL, A7FL5, I believe, and we'll drop that in the chat on A7FL.tv. A7FL5er is the code. I'm Matt. That's Rob. That's Corey. And guys, the BIC and the Snow Tribe, we're excited for this game. Not for the rivalry between the Snow Tribe and the BIC, because historically the BIC have, since the Snow Tribe changed this iteration,
dominated them.
Dominated
it's okay
them.
To say.
80 boys. And all that.
But it's brand new page has been turned, and the 2024 season, as much as the history of this league is ingrained into every play and every game of the week, it doesn't really mean much though, other than just kind of the story that we tell. And I went on the field. I am pleased to report, gentlemen, the passing game should be good to go. There's no more excuses. The wind has died down.
Yeah, it's not crazy at all.
So that's a really good for both of these teams, as both of these teams, in one form or fashion, the passing game is going to be huge, whether they can have one at all or, BIC has proven to be in recent history a mostly passing team. So we'll see. And we're happy to see that is not going to be what affects the game. But I talked to the Snow Tribe, and we're kind of getting it's been a hidden tidbit of information that Snow Tribe's been kind of holding close to the chest. But it's Chris Andrews is the quarterback, a lefty, started his college career at Morgan State in Delaware, Division I AA team, ended at Wagner, Staten Island, another Division I AA team. And he, like I said in the previous game when we were kind of doing the preview, has some experience playing quarterback position at a relatively high level, but
Rob,
we'll see how he's shaking his head because this is, and I talked enough, right? I just don't. But this is the thing. You can be great at football and come onto an A7FL field and still not know where you are or how to kind of.
And that's probably why you saw me making those faces. I faced former NFL players. I faced guys who went to the NFL. I faced D1 guys. This is the A7FL. It is what it is. It doesn't matter where you went, where you played.
You're still
if
here.
You're not good here.
You're still here. Yeah,
if you're not good here, it doesn't matter where you played. We face guys who went to Rutgers. We face guys that was
on the Jets practice squad, on the Giants practice squad.
Guys who were actually in the league and play. Bro, it doesn't matter. If you can't come out here and produce, doesn't matter where you were.
And why go to the lengths that they have for secrecy's sake? Why everybody kind of ends up finding out.
My take on the secrecy is that this guy Chris, in the information I have, it was not 100% committed to being a part of this team. So they didn't want to be like, oh, we got him, here he is, and then not have the answer show up.
Is that why they didn't go after a Corey Price or a Quattrell Huffin, because they had this potential diamond?
The Quattrell Huffin thing, they did go after him, period. They did. They lost out. It is what it is. The Corey Price thing, I think, was a choice that they had, and they decided not to. So with, and we say the name all the time, and it kind of lingers out there in the ether because he is a guy that's obviously proven that he can do it. He has a championship. But what the Snow Tribe looks to do is kind of come in and build a fresh new slate, especially at that position. But they do have Kenneth Stewart and John Keels just in case things don't go the way that they expect.
And the Snow Tribe have won the toss. They will defer. Which means the Trenton BIC for the second season in a row will start with the ball.
And hopefully Ashante Worthy is the one that they put back there for the
He looks healthy. He's jumping around out there. Ashante looks dangerous right now.
That's the most excited and happy I've seen Ashante Worthy.
And we've broken down really the finer points of this game. But a question for Rob. They're going out with the red jerseys.
Yeah.
Let's not hide the lead. Your take on the red BIC jerseys.
My take, because when I played for BIC, I always feel like the red ones were cursed. cursed. Yeah. Maybe this BIC team breaks the curse. I'm very hopeful for them. But I would like to add one thing.
Oh, boy.
There's something I'm really trying to workshop here called Rob's Radar.
Ooh.
It's like, it's a couple of guys.
Do I need to work on a graphic where it's got that boop?
That's
boop,
fine.
Boop.
I think that would work. And one of the guys today that's on Rob's radar, because he had some words to exchange with me when we were out there.
Ooh.
Jonathan Columbia.
Oh,
I'm watching you today, buddy. Psycho?
Ooh.
Oh, every mistake.
Master Chief.
Every positive, every negative, every neutral, every mistake. I'm on
But
your
we
ass.
also didn't hand out the ceremonial orb of victory.
Goodness.
Our player of the game award for the first game.
Who do you give that to?
That's the question.
Do we have to give it to one guy? Because I think what we could do is just cop out and say the defensive line for the U, and then,
then
we don't have to hand it.
You got Mims with 2 tutties, Crosland with an interception, Huff with every play he made.
Well, let's be clear.
More than 2 sacks.
Yeah, so it's like, that's rough. That's rough.
And this coming in from A7FL President Ryan DePaul, handing it to us like we're on NBC News in the 1964 election, like LBJ just won.
This is why I think Ryan's
Ryan
crazy.
DePaul putting it on blast on our format sheet. BIC will trail by 14 at some point. The president of the league, who's also our technical director.
To put it in perspective, this is the guy who warned us and found the Nightcrawlers and how good they were and what Bagway was first.
That's true.
A broken clock is right twice a day. Please don't do this. Don't do this. That is hilarious.
Well, it could. What Ryan could be talking about is that the overconfidence, the ease in which BIC approaches this week 1, maybe it comes to bite them in the backside, and that might be the reason.
And we had the 3-on-1 throw off, and the BIC ended up with the ball at the 15.
Oh, fun.
At the 50.
Well, we had questions about who was playing quarterback for Snow Tribe, but no question who the BIC quarterback is. That's Sterry Codrington. After a great 2023 campaign, but no championship, the former MVP.
There's another fellow on my radar, is Ice Cream Truck. He told me he's going viral today.
1 wide receiver set, 2 backs. The snap, a handoff, and a big move by number 6. And he will get not the first down, but he'll get to past the 44-yard line.
And, I mean, from the looks of it, I want to say that's a slim Stephen Jones, but I really don't know if that's him.
And we will see here on 2nd down.
Interesting, they go double running back in the backfield. Really, who the BIC was last year. Yeah, that is Stephen Jones.
That is SJ. Wow, he lost weight. Holy, he's in shape.
Codrington. Some solid human beings on that line to
Straight
throw.
Baskerville.
Caught.
Excuse me. Oh, he's back.
Ashante Worthy! He is back and better than ever! Welcome to Death Row!
Oh, yeah,
Touchdown!
he's back. He's back.
BIC!
He's back, boys. Wow.
All right, so.
And I also have to say, I love that new camera.
Wow.
Oh, I love that shot so much.
Wow. And as I'm saying he's back, he does that.
Yeah.
This is what he was smiling all day.
First target of the day. First target of the day.
Yeah, that 6-yard hook will get you. That 6-yard hook will get you.
When it's Ashante Worthy running it.
Or Pat Coburn, that's what I used to do. But listen, here's where it breaks down. You get in the open field space of a phone booth with Ashanti Worthy. He's covered by there's guys all around him. Just sorry. It's just
excuse me, SJ, great blocking.
That is an amazing block.
But the threat of Ashanti Worthy just makes the defense freeze, which allows for SJ to get the block. So here's the extra point from the 10, which is a 2-pointer.
Going for 2 to the corner, tipped up, and that's a solid defensive play by number 5. That's Tevin Shaw.
And we talk about D1 guys. That's a University of Kansas guy. So Tevin Shaw, I've seen him up close personal, very good cover corner. Makes the play on the extra point.
He should have been covering Ashante Worthy on the touchdown.
He wasn't, though. He wasn't.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk on this one.
In a phone
they just
booth.
stand there.
Because he freezes them, and then SJ just lines them up.
You see, they kind of went in a parallel line together.
He freezes them.
Yeah,
he made that defense look like a rhombus.
He really
Ashante Worthy turned the corners back there into snowmen.
Yeah, he
standing there frozen in their place, and it's an easy touchdown for BIC to start the game.
Great block by SJ. Way to stay patient by Ashante, and that's it. It's pink.
The dancing might be the best part.
It really is.
That's Umar Lewis in on the dance.
Okay.
Do we start? Hey, David Soberman, can we start counting dancing as a stat? End zone dancing? Can we time it like a next gen stat?
Or we could grade it.
Well,
Thank
yeah.
you
Normally with dancing, you give it a point score.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you to the Colorado Cowboy, our statistician and senior producer David Soberman.
Well, and the great defensive minds that they brought in for the Snow Tribe to stop the BIC. Well, on that first drive, little bit to be desired, and it'll be Tevin Shaw on the return.
Let's see the Kansas State.
Kansas University trying to be like a Jayhawk and fly
Trey
above
Cohen.
the competition, trying to knock the ball out. Welcome to the A7FL, Mr. Shaw, as he meets the BIC return defense. And the Snow Tribe will make their way onto the field. Mike Liberty.
And I'm very excited to see this quarterback. What did you say his name is? Chris?
Chris Andrews.
Chris Andrews. Well, I'm locked in right now. I want to see.
He's about 6'1".
That's not Chris Andrews.
That is Mike
Liberty is coming in for the Snow Cloud formation.
Is it the Snow Tribe Wow. Really, guys?
I mean,
okay.
Ant Live is there.
Shout out to the Sayreville Bomber out there wearing number 99.
Looking clean in that jersey, the height.
John Columbia.
And here comes meeting this BIC
John.
defense.
Okay, John. Okay, first play.
And the Spartan Master Chief from Halo out there making a stop on Liberty.
Is it weird? Is it weird, or is it John Columbia and Liberty are like mirrors of each other?
Yeah,
it's kind of creepy.
Well, Liberty's growing back
the
the locks.
Is it a Gogeta situation?
Gogeta Vegito? It's getting a little creepy. They're looking at each other, and it looks like the same guy.
Well, they are young, so it could be a Gotenks thing.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, turn on
Patterson U.
Turn on the Halo show on Paramount Plus. That actor is none other than John Columbia playing Master Chief the Spartan. But
looking to capture the flag of the A7FL. Liberty again at quarterback, second down. The snap and immediately met by defensive pressure, and Liberty brought down.
Doing?
Is that Ole Bell in on the tackle? And there's Columbia getting right in Mike Liberty's face, and Liberty looking at a mirror image of his younger self.
It really is, and it's a little creepy, but...
No, listen, no. We talked about who their quarterback's going to be, and then the first two plays they come out, and that's Rashad Knight. Shout out to Rashad Knight. But they come out in the first play of the game. They go with the snowplow, which is, look, we're going to block, we're going to run, we're going to get 3 yards. Fine. Why do you then go the second play of the game and put Liberty into a situation where he's literally said to me, personally, I hate doing this, is be the quarterback, and the only option is for him to throw, and there's nobody even on a route.
Is this the guy?
They lose yards, and now they force their quarterback, who's brand new to the league, in a 3rd and 14 against BIC, one of the best teams in the history of this league.
The snap on third down, immediate pressure. Caught. And an opportunity that is squandered. It'll be 4th down.
Okay, so why didn't they start the... Do you see what I'm saying? I try to be nice. Why wouldn't you start the quarterback?
Go for it.
There's Nasir Wooden with he's a potential playmaker that I've seen in the offseason in the scrimmages. Number 11 with the quick catch. But that's why do you go away from real, like, human being offense to do some goofy, God knows why, Snow Tribe formation because it worked against the Covington Heist of all teams? I'm trying not to be very critical, but when you have a quarterback that you're ready to use, and you come out and then you put that garbage out there, they can do better than that, and that's why on 4th and 2 they're going to give him another shot after the first completion.
This is insane.
Andrews with Liberty, and they'll call timeout around the league right now. The Chaos leading in the third quarter 33-0 against the QC Crush.
Yikes.
Looks like they took our question seriously on the top 10. We'll take a brief timeout. When we return, the Snow Tribe, it's 4th and 2. Will they be able to stay alive in this one, or will they melt under the pressure? Head on over to a7fl.com/gear. Get yourself something from Berserk Athletics. We'll be back on the other side of this.
That's me. facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. But let me take you back to an even worse day. The day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player one wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell.
See, what had happened was, after the break, during the timeout, the Snow Tribe thought, you know what, let's listen to Matt, Rob, and Corey and throw the ball off, and they will throw it off, and that one will go out of play, but give the BIC some great yards. That's at the 41-yard line, Corey Hammond.
And that showcases the arm of Chris Andrews as he throws it out of bounds, which is how they chose to use him in their first drive and give it right back to BIC with the touchdown lead. But the first quarter, teams feeling each other out. What you do, the positive from that drive is when you did run a real offense.
It looked okay.
They got 8 yards right away. Well, actually, they got more than 10 yards because it was 3rd and 14 at the time to get to 4th. That's 12 yards. So Snow Tribe is still figuring it out, and they have a lot of time left. But, you know, it can get late real early with the types of playmakers we see in red. Normally in the baby blue, today your eyes haven't gone bad on you. They're wearing the red. They're making a statement today against Snow Tribe. And after the U made their statement that they made, BIC comes out, max protection, Kason Campbell at the top of your screen, Ashanti Worther at the bottom of your screen, and I'm really super excited for what Sterry Codrington's about to do.
1st and 10 to snap by Codrington. Codrington throws this one down the sideline.
Kason Campbell.
Kason Campbell.
And guess who was blocking Trey Cohen? Not Trey Cohen, sorry.
Trey Baskerville.
Baskerville, the defensive player of the year, K-Wack.
Tevin Shaw being put in a phone booth and then handed a Carmichael's chicken and rice combo. It'll be 1st and 10 for the BIC. Ashanti Worthy at the bottom of your screen after the 40-yard plus hookup to Kason Campbell.
Matchup is there again. K-Wack versus Trey Baskerville. Let's see it.
Sending 4, if not 5, are the Snow Tribe. Codrington, he'll hand it off. Ooh, some solid running there by number 22. That's Donnell Hubert.
The ice cream truck.
And let's take a
look.
look.
At K-Wack blocking. Look at that blocking. It's a little bit of a hole, but, you know, let them boys play.
And this is just a really great play by the wide receiver to get separation at the back end of the route. We talked about how Tevin Shaw is a D1 player, and that's the thing. D1 or not, one-on-one coverage against a guy like Kason Campbell, it's going to be tough to stop.
That was a D1 play. Codrington to throw to the end zone. There's that matchup again.
And no flag. Let them boys play.
There it is. There's a flag.
There's a flag.
It's in there.
Well,
it made its way onto the field.
That referee is very casual about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's our laissez-faire ref.
Okay.
He's from 19th century Paris.
It wasn't the back judge. It was the side judge who threw it in off screen.
No way. But again, it's again this D1, and I went here and we've been here before. We've done this dance. You are now in the A7FL. What you've done before doesn't matter.
Me and Alex Soberman went to a D1 school. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
As for broadcasting, what's 100%? Absolutely. You have an AP award, don't you?
I do. We both do.
Oh, man.
There's Bone.
Bone in a BIC red jersey is insane. I'm not going to lie.
What's his pseudonym? Huso Harris?
Yeah,
Listen, just watch him because he can make some plays happen.
2nd down, the toss on the screen.
On Trey Baskerville. Oh, my God. Ooh.
Some solid running there from Campbell.
Campbell is really showing you guys.
Tilted our camera a little bit. We may have to.
Get up, big fella.
Got to get him an invoice. Kason, you owe us a tripod.
I'll cover it for him.
That's a good open field tackle.
You got $400.
No, the tripod.
Oh, that's $400 tripod.
Kason, you got it, brother.
In case I just avoid it next time. Nobody wants to pay that.
Oh, my goodness.
Third down. Oh, I love my job.
Third and goal for BIC, making it look easy so far in this first quarter.
And we're looking for Trey Baskerville to finally
Are they going to
make
do it
a
again?
play.
Nope. And
Bone.
Touchdown,
Yeah,
BIC.
Now they go shovel pass after the fake jet. They set that up with the previous play. And listen, Bone in thick boy season is ready to score a touchdown.
This league is in trouble, man.
I think what Ryan meant is that BIC would go up by 2 scores. It's an easy mistake to make. It's an easy mistake to make.
He did not specify, so it could be next week. It could be in the championship. It could be in the the poker game after. Maybe a game of Don't Wake Daddy. I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to just leave me hanging on that one, right?
Listen, I don't know how they scored Don't Wake Up Daddy, but Snow Tribe better wake up.
There is actually a competitive league.
Don't Wake Daddy?
Yes, in some small community colleges in Maine.
Just in Maine.
Okay.
Just in Maine, just northeastern Maine.
So going for 2 from the 10, BIC making it look easy in this first quarter, continuing it.
Up tip. Oh, he could have made that play, but 2 scores, still a good lead. They're up by 12, but championship points may matter the deeper we get into this one. Rahway has a chance with Andrews and his strong arm and his D1 resume to make something happen, but the BIC in the lead, and you can head on over to a7fl.com/gear right now to get select A7FL teams and our 10th anniversary t-shirt, which we'll show off a little bit later on in the broadcast. You can go there right now. And I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Corey Hammond and Big Rob Fabian. Rob, you're checking around the league, seeing some comments. What's the scuttlebutt? What's the falderall?
BIC about to put up 80. Bad coaching. Kansas Community College.
All right, don't disrespect my guy Tevin Shaw. I was throwing touchdowns to him. It's not his fault.
That was SR.
Let me just remind everybody at home. Let me remind everybody at home now. Not the same 2 teams, not the same situation, but this is exactly where we found the last game.
No,
First
very
team
true.
scores 2 touchdowns quick. Snow Tribe has the opportunity to respond, and they're going to get a good opportunity here, as you have to keep the 3-on-1 throw off in bounds, or you allow the returning team to start their returner with the ball on the 25-yard line, running start. This is always an opportunity to, at minimum, get a great field position.
I just want to say, working with Corey Hammond and Big Rob is the joy of my life.
I just want you guys to know we are reading the comments, and the different schools that's sending me right now.
It'll be Pedro Bauzo returning the ball.
Nah, that looks like Cheetah.
That is Tyshawn Robinson.
Yeah.
Great job,
if that's Pedro, he's hit a tanning booth, and he's hit.
Something's wrong.
He's been hitting the
I'm looking at
gym.
the sheet.
He's been hitting the gym. Oh, the sheet lies once more. There's Pedro. You see him? He's got the mullet.
Okay.
He's got the mullet. He's looking like a 80s hockey player,
looking
and you'll
like
know.
A young Yamir Yager.
Hold up, though, because one completion, not good enough. They switched quarterbacks, and now it'll be Kenneth Stewart coming in with Snow Tribe.
Yeah, Pedro looking exactly like you would want a 1980s.
Like a goalie coach, actually.
No, yeah, or a 1980s job guy. It looks like he's about to lose to Sting in Techwood. Like, it's exactly like that. His name should be like Steve Power or something.
There's the wrestling reference.
Get the jar ready.
Pedro Strong.
Pedro Strong.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Snow Tribe.
Honestly,
the young bull, Kenneth Stewart, behind center.
But who cares who's quarterback when they have who they have in at running back right now?
Wow.
Liberty is the bottom of the screen, now playing wide receiver. It's interesting how they're featuring him. It seemed like he was a late addition to the roster, but
He was.
you know who their running back is in the backfield. That's that man Suge.
That's irrelevant. Olay and Psycho are right back there waiting for him, along with Bone.
That BIC defense is hungry, but Suge running.
Ooh. Hold on now. Nah, you can't talk. You can't talk. Nah, he dropped you. You can't talk like that. Nah.
I mean,
and
this is not a direct comparison, but when I look at Suge and how he runs, it's like Thurman Thomas. It's
I can
big,
see that.
It's powerful, or a Mike Allstott with that level of speed.
On this one, it kind of looks a little like Derrick Henry. It's just a big dude running into people.
This thing gets clapped and actually gets up and starts talking. It's insane.
The handoff, and Liberty driven back.
Man, poor Mike Liberty. Can somebody help this guy out with good play calling and a good offensive line? Because that jet to the side where you have the running back in the backfield running, that means you bring a defender over to the same size. That's just
And this is
that's
a good
nasty
offensive
work.
line, though. We've seen this offensive line create space for running backs. It's just the play calling is inconsistent, to say the least.
I don't like the play calling.
That one was poor design. You could go jet. You can go jet motion and run a jet with Liberty, but you can't have the running back go to the same side and bring the linebacker that hasn't.
I can't even say that.
We'll see what it is because it's 3rd and long.
3rd and 3. Manageable, but when you send an entire gated community
all right.
And he meets the 47-yard line.
Okay.
I don't know. They went to go speed option there with Kenneth Stewart. He's lucky that he didn't fumble that.
So hear me out.
Get
what
back
you got
home.
for us, Rob? What you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Put Jonathan Keels in the game.
I guess so.
And I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, the way it's been going, they've been alternating quarterbacks.
Well,
for no reason.
The other guy is 1 for 1, 12 yards.
But let's be honest here. He clearly is not ready for this.
How do we know?
Because they would have put him back in. Jonathan Keels is the only one that can actually show that quarterback what you can and can't do.
Hold on. So what you're saying is that the problem could not or is definitely not the people that are making decisions.
Who's making play calls on the sideline? You know how I feel about that, Corey. Corey, if somebody was on the sideline when you were my quarterback telling you the plays to run, I would never listen to you. Why is someone telling you the plays to run? They're not on the field.
But they did it to him again. Look, he's coming back in the game. They only want to put him in the worst position for a quarterback, which is a must.
What is this?
This is special.
Coaching.
This is special.
Yeah, I'm not.
4th and 6.
We're trying not to be negative here, guys. We're gonna get a call from Snowtrap.
Wow, holding. My God.
The throw and
maybe you're right, Rob.
Nearly intercepted by number 44.
Now I'm going to break down what happened as a quarterback.
Frazier.
As a quarterback, when you have pressure in your face and you're going to lean back on your back foot, you're not going to be accurate. It doesn't matter how hard you can throw the football. That's what I think's happened on that specific play. I don't even think it was really even close to a receiver, an intended receiver. But again, how can you expect your quarterback to come in and be able to convert
on
4th and need to have against one of the best defenses in the league?
Okay.
Traditionally, it's just so horrifically bad of just management.
Coaching.
Yes, but it's not just the coaching. It's because these guys don't need to be taught how to play.
I'm not calling the players out. If they're telling you what to do, it's coaching.
Absolutely, 100%. Whoever's on the sideline telling them what to do, they're incorrect, at least at this point. And here's BIC with the ball.
From to the top of your screen, Codrington in the shotgun. The snap, Codrington will toss it. Baskerville goes right after Codrington, creates an opportunity. And that was a big opportunity there for the BIC.
And it looks like to be a new running back.
Yeah,
as Matt struggles to look down that roster for a one that isn't there because they're wearing the death row. They're wearing the death row uniforms, so they don't match the roster given to us.
Of course not, right?
But we saw Kenneth Stewart run the speed option. That's how you effectively block and execute a speed option play.
That was pack money.
That was pack?
Wow.
That was pack money.
I should have known. He was a little quicker than I
well, and he started with we started the slow play it, and then all of a sudden he was just jogging he was jogging a 4.5, right?
Jogging a 4.5 is crazy.
Around the league, it is the Chaos 41, the Crush nothing in the 4th quarter.
Crush getting crushed.
And when we take a look at Vegas, it is 27-6. The Kryptonite leading the Hunters.
Nice. As
Coach Chris Wallace setting one heck of a tone as the Hunters find fear and loathing.
Well, at least the Hunters came today.
Yeah, the dairy going sped really quickly in the desert sun as Trey Baskerville will be set at the bottom of your screen.
He's on Rob's radar. Him and John Columbia on the defense.
Now, is Rob's radar a good thing or a bad thing, Rob?
Both.
Or is that you decide
Hey, when you get the spotlight, now you got the chance.
Yeah, I'm watching you now.
3 wide receivers set. The snap.
Trey Baskerville completely
I knew
blocked.
it. This is when they go to Omar Butter Lewis.
Bye. Oh, wait.
That's Eddie Petio, but he can't catch him.
Wow.
Slip,
and that's
slide,
Umar Butter Lewis.
Take it to the house. Umar Lewis putting 6 on the board for the BIC, and it is a 3-score game for Trenton.
And this is what. We cut back to the celebration. It's a celebration. See, I didn't say it. Everybody was worried. They were like, "Oh, Corey,
Everybody
not gonna lie.
Corey.
Not gonna lie. It was I clenched up a little in my heart. I was like,
just a little bit.
Well,
My heart
it's
skipped a beat.
already a 3-score game, so we're going to have some fun today, but we're not going to have that much fun. There's not going to be any fines today.
oh wow, it is not Jordan Davidson not in yet for the Hunters.
Well, he showed us on Facebook that he has the jersey, so
Yes.
that's proof enough, proof of life. What happened on that play is they go trips to the top of the screen on the touchdown. They fake the quick screen, and then Umar Butter-Lewis, who somehow gets forgotten on this offense. He's one of the fastest guys in the league.
But
Still
again,
people look past him.
K-Wack
is
is
delighted.
manhandling Trey Baskerville.
Now they go
Let's
4
watch it again.
wide.
Let's watch it
Facebook
again.
Live is going to be interesting tonight.
Let's
in
watch it again.
1 point. No, it's going to be the 1 point conversion.
Wow, left him. It's a
Oh,
good
it wasn't
block
a
up field.
touchdown. They did not get the touchdown. They'll get it that time. And that was Isaac Gomez getting his first touchdown of the year. Baby
shouts to-
Joker.
Wow,
See,
shouts to
Baby
Isaac
Joker
Gomez.
covers the bleached curls, and we're not sure who it is. But you know who made the play on that play? It's K-Wack, who's actually
K-Wack.
playing that left tackle position in the 2. He comes out, gets the block on the cornerback, and it's really just a quick screen for Baby Joker. All he has to do is allow his buddy, Elizabeth native, K-Wack, to make the block, and there's that touchdown that we thought was never going to happen for Baby Joker. They're spreading it out.
You ready? Because of Rob's radar, if Trey Baskerville wasn't so focused on beating K-Wack, he reads that.
Yeah, see?
I'm sorry. It's
Is winning an award in this league an individual player award?
It's not good.
It's absolutely great.
Is it the Madden curse?
No, it's not.
It's not necessarily a curse. It gets you big-headed. You forget fundamentals. You think you're something you might not be.
I think, listen, who are they playing, though? And if you're playing defensive end against BIC and you have all of the options that you have against you, you're going to have a tough game, potentially.
That's been trucked back in. Codrington, that's intercepted. That'll be dead.
Pettiot with the interception on the extra point, but unfortunately can't return that for points.
Even a guy like A.J. McQuaid, I'm looking at it different if it's him that's out there. Because A.J.'s not going to be folded like that.
18-0 your score.
It's also, what's the motivation you're playing for? You playing for something that's green, or you playing for the reason that you should play football? That sometimes takes it out of you.
I don't know. I can't tell you these guys.
And BIC gets they get the chance at the opportunity at the championship point, and Snow Tribe maybe gets a little bit of the momentum back there, but it's clear at this point as we see a guy on Snow Tribe, Zuriel Wright,
He
painted for war.
In the first quarter, it's 18-0. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond.
And there's Dwan completely covering himself as if to avoid any kind of suspicion.
And the 3-on-1.
I know who you are, Dwan.
That's caught at the inside the 15-yard line. Gets around a defender, and he can slap a tornado. He can dry up a C, but he cannot get the end zone, and they will have good field position.
He can slap a tornado? That's interesting. Is that the tidbit that it says on the roster there?
Yeah, that's
insane. I can slap a tornado.
Listen, if Zuriel Wright is the Zuriel Wright that I think he is, that's a brother of A7FL legend Zakis Wright. So he's not from a lineage that can't do things.
I have a question. If you can wear face paint in this league, could you theoretically wear a mask?
There's rules against some of the things that you could wear as far as headgear.
Like if I wanted to be like football player X and just wear a mask with a giant X
wear
on
wear
it.
like a Lucho Libre mask, yeah, go for it. I mean, why not?
First
But here's
down.
Snow Tribe.
Throw
Quick
off
screen.
the screen. Gets around a defender, and that is a moderate gain for Nasir Wooten.
Yep.
It'll be second down.
Not mad at. I mean, finally you start the drive with your actual quarterback and stop this weirdo. I'm blaming Richie Augusto. I'm sorry.
Well, he's the one who's, for whatever reason, he's not an offensive guy, but he's the one talking to the huddle on the sideline there. You see him in the hoodie,
Yeah, so why would
touching
you have
his
Liberty
his
and
well
Swank?
manicured beard.
I don't get it.
Hey, I have a well-manicured beard.
As you should.
We're being negative about the guy. I'm trying to give him something.
I'm not.
Him
No.
and his
What's being
existence.
negative? What's being negative? I said if he's calling the plays, he's doing a poor job. That's a fact. It's not negative about it.
It's a
And
negative
it's the
fact,
end.
but yes, it is factual.
And at the end of the first quarter, it is 18-0 to Trenton BIC. Looking to doing anything you can do, I can do better with the Patterson U. But when we return here on the A7FL Games of the Week across the A7FL TV network, The Trenton BIC are going to look for a huge stop and continue the momentum. Can the defense keep up the intensity? Can the Snow Tribe figure it out on offense? We'll find out on the other side. We'll be back after this.
No purpose, no distractions. Damn it.
It sounded like, yeah, it sounded like an answer. You don't got to talk, I know you don't need to just get here. I can probably just turn it down. No, you're good. If anything, you're over.
Are you an online creator or business owner managing oceans of live and recorded video? Are you looking to better optimize and monetize those video assets? Our partners at Scene developed an AI media platform that allows you to get complete control of your video content. Go to Scene, that's SEEEN.com. Cough the hands! And that one's going to...
he did his job.
The AI media platform's going to cut that play out. It'll be second down as we start the second quarter here at Asbury Park Stadium. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond.
That is Joe Ventimiglia. And if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I will next time that he catches it. But shout outs to Chris Andrews for throwing the ball on time to the wide open receiver and
hitting him in his hands.
Listen, BIC's got to wake up to that because that's the potential of what this quarterback when he's in can do now. So they have to be prepared. But you got to convert it. And on second and five.
And it seems like someone's getting an A7FL tattoo on their logo tattoo this week, according to Brad Hendricks in our chat. It'll be second and 15.
Did he lose a bet?
Or win a bet. In motion, the snap, pressure, throws over the middle, intercepted off the tip.
Another one.
BIC cutting through, slip, slide, finds his way through the
Is that Trey Robinson?
Touchdown!
Trey Robinson is number 3.
No, that's number 32. That's Trey Robinson, a Vegas product, intercepting the ball and option pitching it for the touchdown.
Trey Robinson just got an interception for BIC, his first game out there.
Trey Robinson just...
That was Trey Robinson.
I told you.
Wow, bro.
Listen, what did I say in the break? The quarterback has the ability, and we just saw it on the deep throw that got dropped, but when the pressure's in his face, he rocks back, and he throws a pass over the middle of the field inaccurately because he's leaning back. The ball goes up. The the replay's coming in here. Just wait. I'll filibuster
it. We see the
it.
still shot on the screen, and we'll go to that score in a second. Let's take a look again on the replay.
And this is the replay of the deep pass that was incomplete.
And we see this on the screen as we await for the extra point on the interception.
But
they're going for 2 as we see the replay here on the slow-mo.
And here's the interception. Nowhere near the receiver because he just kind of bails on it, avoiding the hit. And Trey Robinson knows what to do with the ball in his hand, and he attacks the offense that's now turned defense. And he says, "You know what? I know option. I know how to turn this into 6."
He really pitched it.
Got the tud. Go for 2. Trey Robinson on defense. Man, that was considered an offensive MVP
Here
candidate
comes Baskerville
at the start of last season.
Oh, finally.
Rolls up.
And I will say this, with 4 touchdowns, the Snow Tribe are 100% on stopping them from converting the championship points after they allow easy touchdowns.
BIC is 100% from stopping themselves from scoring championship points. And that's against a team like the Snow Tribe, it won't cost them. But against a team like the U, it will. So we got to get that together.
Okay, so listen, we're really trying hard here. You know I'll try.
I'm trying.
And 24-0.
How many points are left on the board, Corey? Right now, how many points are left on the board? How many extra points have not been scored?
8 hypothetically if you go 4 times 2, but they also you could just do the 4, so it's between 4 and 8, right?
Yeah.
But the championship points, obviously 24-0. We're not really worried about them. We don't even know how seriously BIC has taken these championship points. They might be saving their better conversion plays for a game which is closer.
They definitely do that.
But this game feels like 80-0 already. Now, obviously, Snow Tribe is still in the version of their season where they're figuring it out. And it's really tough to figure it out against a team like BIC. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there.
PTSD.
Okay? No. Listen, I'm fine. I sleep very well.
Post-traumatic
is crazy.
Sisson disorder.
Oof.
Throw.
Liberty.
Oh, no, steri disorder. Post-Trey and steri disorder.
I don't mind.
Liberty gets to the 35 and it's brought down.
Listen, I don't play defense. I'm not ever worried about steri.
Look, I was just trying to make the thing work.
You know, I do still have PTSD from that Renegades game. Shout out to my Renegades. With Ashanti Worthy. But anyway.
And you see the Azuna sponsorship, not a fresh smell right now as things are getting stale with the Snow Tribe offense, Rob.
There's the young ball right back in there. And I'm just, right now, my issue for real would be why the lack of consistency at quarterback. Why aren't we making it clear? Okay, they got Chris back in there. Chris has to get used to it. You got to throw him in the Lions den. Even if it's against BIC, throw him in there.
Well, and the surprising thing is at some point they're going to start calling for Keels.
That's 5. They're sending 5. The snap, immediate pressure off the screen, and that's tipped.
He doesn't know who that is. Nobody's telling him either. Why are you leaving Ole unblocked? Please.
Ole unblocked, and then on the other edge, the guy rushing and tipped it away is Rashad Knight.
Why?
That is insane that Rashad Knight and Ole Bell are on the same defensive line.
Not even the first. Is it the first time? I don't even think
no,
it's the first time.
not. It's just like when you. And then Trey Robinson's got an interception.
Yeah,
this is the weirdest day.
It really is.
This is the weirdest day.
Jason Sisson scored a touchdown for
Pac Money's on Pac Money's in a death row BIC jersey.
With
Huff was wearing a jersey that said Pac Money on the back,
which is insane.
He came out with the Frozo goggles.
Yeah, this is.
It'll be first down.
Liberty for something. It gotta be
second
Liberty.
down, the
Gotta be
snap,
Liberty. Gotta
the
be Liberty.
throw down.
Gotta be Liberty.
Just out of reach of Liberty, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, he just missed it. And for all of the skills that Mike Liberty has, the one thing that sometimes, it's not his forte, let's say. It's not that he's incapable, but as a wide receiver, he's more of that running back style of player. Now, he is a dynamic playmaker in the open field, but you wonder if that's on the quarterback because it's a missed pass. Again, completely inaccurate if you really break it down. Or if, unfortunately, Liberty couldn't track the ball in the air. But it'll bring up another 3rd and long for the Snow Tribe offense, which really hasn't been able to go forward so far. all game.
And it will be 3rd and 10. Playing some tight coverage. 2 wide receivers set. Watch that one-on-one on the bottom of your screen. Pardon me. 3 wide receivers set to throw. Out of reach of the receiver. And the quarterback on his back foot there, Corey, going in the opposite direction of where he wants his offense to go.
Well, you see Andrews is not shy at all. He's ready to throw it. The problem is that he has yet to gear in with these receivers. And it's not that the guys aren't open, but it's hard to throw pinpoint passes when you have the type of pressure that you're seeing from Ole Bell and the defensive line from this death row BIC. But again, another drive for Snow Tribe, another, kind of almost, bewildering series of offensive plays for a team that, they started this game and they came out with the snowplow, and on 2nd down told Mike Liberty to be their #1 pass threat at a quarterback position.
And Cole Gardella, our statistician, a.k.a. Opposite World Corey, Looper Corey, mercy rule is 42 or more at the end of the 3rd quarter. And we are still in the 2nd here. Yeah,
so until the end of the 3rd quarter, it's on. However many you can score, you can score. Is it that kind of day, guys, that we're just basically rooting for history? Because that's fun.
Well, the last time the record belongs right now to Sickwit.
For most points scored in an individual game, yes.
And the highest margin of victory, because the BIC were 80 boys, but that was a completely different thing. But the Snow Tribe have a chance. They have good players. They have a defense, and the BIC could let it up a little bit. But Rob, you feel like the BIC are not going to keep their foot off the throttle.
They're going to keep their foot on those young men's necks. That's number 1. Number 2, right now the coaching for Snow Tribe, I'm not even talking about the players. The coaching looks horrendous.
Yeah, they don't look organized. They don't look like they have any clue what to do on offense. There's no plan. They're just going out there and just throwing whatever to the wall and seeing what sticks. And the one thing with BIC is that because of their depth that we talk about and sometimes criticize for, it's like, how do you give the ball to that many guys? Well, when you've already accounted for a touchdown with Ashanti Worthy, a big play with Kason Campbell, Umar Butter, Lewis almost scored. They're checking it off. Isaac Gomez, Baby Joker, has a touchdown. So maybe that's what spurs them continuing this energy, as it's 24-0 and it feels like a lot more.
A handoff.
There's Pac Money.
Pac Money.
Wow,
Pac Money is so fast.
He's fast.
He gets to the 40-yard line.
He is fast.
It looked like to get 15 yards, he took like 6 steps. Is he floating? Seriously? Is he flying out there? And Pac Money's going to be huge in an election year, that's for sure.
Funny.
2 wide receivers set. And
get off, Ruben.
You have Hulk on the edge going against Ice Cream Truck. That's a matchup I'd like to see.
And you have
again. Look at the roster that Snow Tribe has been able to put together. It's not devoid of talent.
No, it's not devoid of talent. But
interesting, 2 2 running backs,
and they're the
2 wide
Snow
receivers.
Tribe sending 4, 2 wide receivers set, 1 linebacker.
Yeah, the rare 2-2-2 formation grouping. The sub package.
Well, that does equal 6, so let's see how that goes. The throw to the sideline, that's to Jones. What a block by the ice cream truck, flying through the defenders, getting to the other side of the 50 and brought down at the 44.
And they're not going to lose motivation, because all of these guys, if they have no one to compete against in a white jersey, they're going to be competing against themselves for who's got the most stats.
Right.
And when you have the type of playmakers that you have all over this field, it is tough for this defensive line if they're going to play 4 guys. You see here they have 4 guys ready to rush, but they freeze because of the play action. And that allows for the wide open quick throw to the edge, and it's just SJ picking up the extra yardage and blocking downfield from Ice Cream Truck. But another first down.
And shout out to the Buffalo Wild Wings somewhere in the United States watching us.
Oh, Trey Baskerville!
Trey Baskerville!
He says, I'll do it myself. But Mr. Do Everything's trying himself.
And it is Snow Tribe ball.
Trey Baskerville, that's one big fella. That's one. You lost your headband, but you got the ball.
Sack fumble for Baskerville.
He was trying to scoop and score it, but he's so
So
dang
lanky.
tall. He couldn't get the ball.
His legs ran past the ball, but his arms were like super close.
That's the one time a defensive end is like, man, I wish I was as tall as Ole Bell. He's going to kill me now. Ole is going to kill me now when we play.
Yeah, you're done. But Ole would have scooped and scored. I believe that.
Oh, 100%.
Listen, that's what you want him there for.
And there's going to be a challenge. The BIC are challenging that.
That's
it's definitely a fumble because whether it was a lateral or an incomplete pass, the ball went backwards and it was tipped immediately out of the hand of Sterry Codrington. We'll see the replay.
No tuck rule?
I was going to say, are we getting a tuck rule situation here if the officials come into the broadcast position? I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond, as we will get the replay on the screen in a mere matter of moments.
If this stands, a momentum-changing play, and that's the exact reason you bring a pass rush specialist defensive end in, especially because traditionally, like statistically, when you look into Baskerville's career, he does have big games in big moments against great teams.
Let's take a look.
He's a really tough matchup, whether you're a tight end or a left tackle tight end type of guy. We'll see here on the replay. And it looks like communication from the offensive line. He's like, there's something wrong here.
Why was he doing he was doing a shovel motion and then the same sequence Mr. Burns did, but they at home.
That's Markai, and he's kind of the lead. Yeah, it's backwards, so it's 100%.
Oh, it's swatted.
Yeah, it's an option pitch. It's not even a throw, so it's 100% either even. Listen. This is what I'll say, and we were narking before. If they let Huff get away with that thing that he did in the first game, and that was a lateral, this is absolutely 100% backwards. So unless it's something that I'm missing. You see here, he releases the ball.
He swats it,
at the 47,
and it's pushing it forward.
It looks like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's right out of his hands. It's
it looks
tipped
like
away.
He was
so
pushing it forward. So even if it was a batted pass going backwards, what's the word?
Well, we see the refs going back onto the field. This looks like they have a call. Oh.
I'm moving.
You seen a little slip?
Nobody really wants to see my face, but just half my face looks like it's like a Batman movie, and
It was not a forward pass. The challenge was not a forward pass. The call stands. The Snow Tribe will get the ball. The BIC lose a timeout.
Nice job from Trey Baskerville.
And that's why you bring him in. That's absolutely why you bring him in. And he can do that.
That's why he's on the radar.
But the thing is that a player like that, you can't have him make that play every single offensive play for the BIC. He's going to make a defensive play like that.
Why are you here then?
But what I'm saying is that if they were banking on Trey Baskerville being the difference between them and BIC, that's just not enough. It's a lot, but it's just not enough.
It'll be 1st and 10. The handoff to Liberty. Liberty finds an opportunity to get inside the 35, brought down around, let's say, the 34 and a half.
Yeah, and no matter the jersey he's wearing, no matter the score, you hand the ball off to Liberty. He's going to run the ball, and he's going to run it the right way, north and south. No regard for his personal well-being, and honestly, 100 miles an hour.
Just to echo what you said, it doesn't matter what team he's on. He's going to shine.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what team the Birdie's on.
Should have came to the Renegades.
And they'll be in our final game of the evening. Corey Hammond will be leaving the booth, and there's the snap. Pressure.
Whoa.
Sweet basket of Batman.
Welcome to the A7FL, Chris.
And he's been releasing the ball quickly to avoid plays like that. And I will say, based on first-hand experience of watching him, he's the kind of guy that has the mobility to make.
They hit him, man. They woke him up. That was one of those ones. You know what I'm talking about, Corey. It's happened to you.
Yeah, but that happens to me so much. That's another Sunday for me. It happened. It's funny. We're going anecdotes now because it's 24-0.
You get booted back to the lobby.
Yeah, reset. Lag switch.
But this guy, as I've seen, and the story is he has the legs to maybe get around that if he tries. 34. Right now, he's just bailing on most pass plays.
The handoff to Liberty. Liberty hits his own blocker, and Liberty will get hockey jerseyed to around the 29.
God, Liberty's so explosive.
Is Mike Liberty the key to the Snow Tribe offense?
No, Mike Liberty has been cursed.
He's just nice.
Mike Liberty has been cursed to be on a team that's not going to win the game, and he's the one out there still fighting 100% of the time.
All the time. Corey Hammond, how are you?
Good thing the camera's not on us because both me and Rob looked at Corey as he was saying that,
really?
and slowly holding up a mirror.
What? Just because in the last 8 games, including the time I went out to Vegas, I'm like down like 1,000 to 87. Doesn't mean you have to throw me in there.
And Liberty, tried to lateral it back, but will lose a yard or two, and it'll be second down. And also, Corey and the Renegades do look good. They are in our top 10, but so are the Snow Tribe.
We look good. We haven't played yet.
I mean,
easy.
The top 10 is going to change. The top 10 is going to change, but we knew that. You know, preseason top 10 changes immediately. There's no way everyone – and there's some teams with one loss that are going to be better than teams with a win. You know how that goes, and people are going to hate us for it.
It's how you win or how you
lose. We're witness to one and almost a half of another game, and then including 4 teams.
Is it right
Snow
now?
Tribe is not on the same level as Watchmen, who did not look great, but showed that they can do things. The Snow Tribe are not on the same level as they go offsides there again.
I don't think they didn't look great because of – I think they played a better team.
Well, when we talk about it, we can drop the Watchmen a little bit, and maybe Sick With It jumps them because they're right underneath and 0-1, 1-0. We'll talk about it. Tune into the 3-on-1 podcast that drops Friday.
That flag was on the offense.
Yeah, they did a really weird motion.
But so far, and there is still a lot of time left, and they can figure it out. But so far, what Snow Tribe has shown is that it's not that they're just being beaten by a team that's a little bit better than them. Because when we talked about the last game, the Watchmen went down 14-0, but then they fought back. It was 14-12. Now, they didn't have enough to stay with the U as the U kind of stepped on the gas pedal in the second half and got that, extra couple of touchdown lead. But right now, this 24-0 looks a lot worse than the 42-18 that we just witnessed.
In motion is Liberty. The snap on second down, and here comes the pressure. Bell lighting him up, and that'll be third down.
And maybe what we were getting from the Snow Tribe not willing to commit to this Chris Andrews guy is that the reason he wasn't in from the start every single play is, as we've seen him, and hopefully he can get up from this hit, I don't know 100%, and I don't want to put this out on a guy without really knowing the situation. I don't know how committed he is to playing the type of football that it takes to play A7FL against a BIC team, and you see it right there. He has an issue with a guy hitting him as he throws the football in an A7FL game. I played in this league for at least 10 years. I think that's just how the game goes.
It's part of the game.
So
this is
if you're upset with John Columbia and it's not for the reasons that he's on Rob's radar.
No, John's doing great right now.
Yeah, right now he's blipping the radar for sure.
He's looking good. But and so is Trey Baskerville after the one play. But bro, you can't come here, and this is my problem when somebody's in my ear telling me how amazing someone is, and they haven't played this.
Yeah.
And this is where I guess Vegas gets the boost for having a fall brawl to introduce you and have this guy coming out first game of his life against BIC in red jerseys.
And on the other side of this break, we'll see how the Snow Tribe can respond. It's still the first half, a lot of football left, but the BIC setting the tone as it's red jersey day here on the games of the week.
Not cursed anymore.
Looking to melt the Snow Tribe here in Asbury. We'll be back on the other side of this. Stay right where you are.
Welcome to the Culling.
Thank you for your continued devotion to the Vanderkoy dynasty. What sponsor makes tonight possible? You're addicted to the Frosty Puffs.
What the
You know how hard it is to get a cereal company to sponsor mass murder?
I am a weapon for a single purpose. No distractions. Damn it. Insert crazy action montage. Round 1. Fight! That's me, facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. But let me take you back to an even worse day, the day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player 1 wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell!
Corey Hammonds and Rob Fabian to
And look,
join me here on
and
the
look, they
broadcast.
put Vidal Sassoon back at quarterback.
Well, Vidal Sassoon.
Run, boy, run. Oh,
him
my
to
goodness. Oh, my God.
Loses his mouthpiece and meets 4 members of a historic
Look what
defense.
they do to my boy.
Oh, it's abuse at this
Look
point.
what they
no.
did to my boy.
The Cereal Bomber legend. Mike Liberti has been reduced to this again.
Okay, and when the Bombers come back, next year,
just like the Gators and just like the Savage, right?
Now, gentlemen, the orb, the statuesque orb of power. Who would you be giving? It's going to change.
It looks like a Dragon Ball almost, honestly.
A little bit, yeah.
In this game right here, John Columbia's intensity right now.
No, stop. I'm going to give it to the management of the Snow Tribe for giving this game over to BIC. They have done such a good job of just absolutely 100% selling, which is what my kid says is the proper term.
He sold. But my problem is all the junk and trash that was talked preseason.
Ken
on
Stewart
these
will
lives.
be throwing off. And also, right now, Corey, and they'll throw that one out of play. My question for you both. If the Snow Tribe had Shenron, all the Dragon Balls, what's the one wish if you were able to grant
Huff
that wish?
at quarterback? That's what they wish for.
Yeah, because honestly, that would have brought them tons of players.
Fair enough.
Well, it also let's look at what they've been able to show at times in this game.
And where's Shug been?
One carry, 8 yards, disrespectful, end of the play, run out of bounds, and made a guy flop out of the way.
But then the quarterback turned into a passing god and did not go back to the run.
At a certain point, when you're at 24-0.
I mean, but it's still, it's not even third. It's not halftime. 24-0.
Listen,
we're not even in third.
I know less now about the Snow Tribe
and we
than
are
I
at
did
the 2-minute warning.
Than I did when I literally had finished scrimmaging them, and I was like, oh, I see what they're trying to do. I don't now.
And we'll take a timeout here at the 2-minute warning. With 2 minutes left to go in the half, it's the BIC 24, the Snow Tribe, looking to get a big stop before they get the ball at the half. It's Matt Ryan, Big Rob, and Corey Hammond. We're calling the action for you. Go to a7fl.com/gear and get a shirt. We are back live here on A7FL.TV. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond.
And we're hopeful. We a renewed hope. Last time this defense was on the field, turnover. This is a great spot. If they can get a turnover, they could go in the scoring range.
And watch Trey Baskerville in the orange headband. Sterry Codrington back on the field after losing it. Ooh, Bit of an early snap, but a big handoff. And
that's Trey Robinson.
Trey Robinson getting to the 34.
Oh, my
he stays
goodness.
upright. Trey Robinson is a cheat code for the BIC.
Wow.
That's not fair.
Wow.
I got a call from Trey Robinson this week, and we've actually talked multiple times this week, and what he was saying is that, you know, for other reasons, I won't go too specific, but
I like it.
he wanted to make sure that he had a big role on this BIC team. So what does he do when he was told that he was mostly going to play defense to help them out? Gets a pick six and you know, turns it into 6 points, even though he didn't score it himself. He pitches it, and then on his first opportunity with the ball in his hands on offense, electrifying play. And that's kind of the connecting thread is Trey Robinson through. He's the only one on this field that is still a champion until otherwise decided.
Yeah.
And you'll see here on the replay, the toss, he just gets the edge around Hulk, it looks like.
But the intensity, it's the intensity of his run. Look at him.
Just being
Every
able
step.
to get
It's the
around
vision.
it.
It's the vision because he sees the next move.
On first down, the throw deep downfield off the hands of the receiver, Ashante Worthy. And getting in his face is number 18.
Ralph. That's Ralph right there, and he's a chippy guy. I think that's a little bit chippy, but if you're trying to say that you made the play when the ball wasn't thrown perfectly to Ashanti Worthy,
it looks like the referee made the play, if I'm being honest. It was the ref that made the play.
It's 24-0. The BIC
you think it was a penalty?
Just under 2 minutes
you
here
think it was
in the
penalty?
first half.
I don't think it was a penalty. I think the ref made the play.
Oh, he got in the way.
Well, right now, we've only got less than a half of the BIC, and we've gotten a full game of the U. Which offense has been more exciting so far in this game as it gets a little chippy?
No, I'll say this. It's really it's comparing apples to oranges when you look at what the U did in the 1 o'clock game versus what BIC is doing in this game. And this is the kind of game that it is. But because even though we're talking about the Snow Tribe and they're not able to execute on the offensive side of the ball and are struggling on defense, those are a lot of prideful, grown men. And when you're on national television in all of the ways to watch the A7FL being beaten the way that they are showing their frustration, and whether it's with the team that they're playing, whether it's with the other guys that are on the sideline, whether it's roster or management, this is a tough place to be in if you're a fan or a member of the Rawway Snow Tribe.
And when you look across the league, Rob, Chaos setting the tone right now. The Kryptonite, new look team for them, completely different than last season, leading 34-6 in Vegas. As we head toward later games, the Insomniacs, we haven't seen the national champions yet. We're going to see them against the Force. Dub Alvarez, Scott McCorkle, and Chris Vera will have the call for that. We'll be here in New Jersey calling this man play against the Silk City Animals. In terms of who sets the tone coming out of this, it feels like there are going to be 3 teams dominating the conversation this season, and they're all going to try to be one-upping one another.
Yeah, I see. Insomniacs and the U. And I guess you can make an argument for sick with it. And if the Watchmen remain a one-loss team, you can make an argument for them later. Because honestly, right now, the Watchmen are the only team with a loss that's probably not going to leave the top 10. As controversial as that might be, they probably won't leave the top 10, and people are going to be upset about it. We can talk about that this week.
We will. Check out the 3-on-1 podcast wherever podcasts are sold, even though they're free.
And it seems that the officials have called halftime.
Okay.
We've run the remaining time off of the clock, and we will enter halftime. So as soon as we take a break and we come back, we'll review some things, we'll talk some stuff. And we'll go around the A7FL. It's 24-0 at halftime. The Rawway Snow Tribe melting under the pressure. Can the BIC make it happen and keep it going? We'll find out after this. It's halftime.
Welcome to the Culling.
Thank you for your continued devotion to the Vanderkoy dynasty. What sponsor makes tonight possible? You're addicted to the Frosty Paws.
What the
You know how hard it is to get a cereal company to sponsor mass murder?
Insert crazy action montage. That's me, facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. But let me take you back to an even worse day. The day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player one wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell!
Welcome to the Culling.
Thank you for your continued devotion to the Vanderkoy dynasty. What sponsor makes tonight possible? You're addicted to the Frosty Paws.
What
To the A7FL Games of the Week.
You know how hard it is to get a cereal company to sponsor
Talking with
mass
the
murder?
at halftime, and Rob, they are focused.
They are. I was just giving them some sage advice, letting them know, hey guys, keep it
Sage
football.
advice.
No, for real, I feel like an old man now. I got a couple grays, not as many as Corey, but I'm catching up.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I'm catching
Not
up.
there, here. Not here.
It's more here.
Not here.
And I was letting the guys know, don't get tricked out of your position. The Snow Tribe guys are very upset. They're losing. It's not looking too good. It's on national television. You guys are winning. You guys are wearing red jerseys. You're smiling. You're tricking. It's a lot. And it's like, in that situation,
I like that you're wearing red jerseys as a part of that.
No, it is part of that.
It's still a part for me and Rob. The last time we wore red jerseys, we got ousted in the playoffs,
And,
40-0.
speaking of red jerseys,
I'll eat that.
the Kryptonite are leading the Hunters 40-6 in the third, so it looks like it'll be an early day for Fear and Loathing in Vegas. And we take a look. Brad Hendricks, thank you so much for the kind words, and everybody watching along at home on A7FL.tv. Let us know your thoughts in the chat, and also give us a follow across social media. But one of the things we've been talking about today is the 3-on-1 and how important it is. When we look at this game, the Snow Tribe have not been able to really set that pace. They have Tyshawn Robinson, who is a very solid returner, does not want to be known as the cheetah anymore, but he does have a lot of speed. But when you look at the opposite side and who they're able to use.
Trey Cohen is quite possibly, if there's a top 5 list of return defenders,
3-on-1 defenders, yeah.
He's on that list. He's on that list.
And we are live on the air here across A7FL.tv.
And we sometimes have to remind everyone.
Yeah, let them know. Charles Irvin on the
broadcast zone is for loading and unloading only. But at halftime here, Cole Gardella asking, do you guys think the Snow Tribe get shut out? Do you think the Snow Tribe are able to score in the second half?
If they
had a chance with Trey Baskerville on the scoop and score. They had a chance.
They had a chance with Trey
Baskerville. That was their closest score.
They're kind of leaving Suge out on the sideline for some reason to not be used. This is why, again, as controversial as this might seem, yes, Chris seems like he has a lot of weapons as a quarterback. But you guys hate Corey Hammond for the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just laughing at all of the Corey Hammond talk. They need 7 Corys. 7 Corys is not going to do 7 Corys is not going to do much. I'm going to tell you.
7 Corys for 7 Snow Tribes?
Listen, I don't know what 7 of me is going to do more than what they got out there. But if it's 7 of me's out there, it's still going to be something to nothing. That's for sure.
My problem is Jonathan Keels is more versatile. He'll do a little bit more with those weapons. They abandoned Suge. They put Liberty in. You can have them both in.
Well, what we said when we're doing the quarterback talk for Snow Tribe is that Jonathan Keels, for all that we say, he is a known quantity. I've seen him run an offense and look relatively competent often. Not like never, not like once in a while. There are times where every quarterback, especially against a team like BIC, is going to struggle.
We talk about struggle today. We've seen Buck struggle.
Yeah. Talk about the defensive line that they're facing.
We saw Sterry Codrington give up a sack fumble.
So it's not like a brand new concept that just falls on a guy like Keels, but every quarterback struggles. So why not give him the shot?
Is this for them? Is this a loss leader for the Snow Tribe? Is this for them trying to figure it out? Is this not an answer to the bell game for them? Is this them, okay, we're playing the BIC. We have some weapons. We have some people that we have to go up against the ice cream truck, so we know it's going to be a long day at the office. And they've loaded the deck again.
I'll say this. Another comment that's coming in, Charles Green, bruh, them not playing Suge is crazy.
It is crazy.
And that's kind of, it's the thing that we keep hearing from the Snow Tribe.
Podcast.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
The 3-on-1 halftime show. And we have, when we look at this BIC team, it's that same level of depth. It's like a hockey team. You have these lines that keep shifting and keep changing, and you're building off of this. Not a lot of teams can recruit the way the BIC, the U do, the way the Insomniacs do. Even the Chaos and the Heist, when you look at what's been going on.
As they should.
Yeah, and we saw that Seth Chambers, one of the best players in Ohio, made the jump to the Chaos. And we have Trey Robinson, a Fall Brawl MVP, an A7FL champion with the Insomniacs, making a jump.
And with the PA team.
And with the PA team.
It's just a jet set Trey.
He's played for the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
When you look at what's going on in this league and all of this player movement, not only is it exciting, but it's creating these interesting matchups to where Pac Money, Trey Robinson, and Ashante Worthy are on the same offense.
I can't believe you just said that.
I know.
You sound like you're playing an A7FL
and the offenses
game.
are crazy that we've seen so far. And even to an extent, we see what the Watchmen can do on offense, and we're like, that's a pretty stacked roster.
For sure.
Let's talk about the defensive lines that we've seen, because I think that's going to be the difference in the championship chase this year. When you look at what BIC is putting there on the defensive line, that's a tough defensive line for any group of offensive blockers to deal with. Tell me.
Yeah, nobody's going to like this take, and I love BIC. You guys know I love BIC. They're still too small. They lost to the U.
This Friday on the 3-on-1 podcast, we will break down the top 10 teams in the A7FL. Will it be the BIC? Will it be the U? Will the Insomniacs hold the #1 spot? We'll figure that out Friday noon right here on A7FL.tv and midnight, wherever you get podcasts. On the other side of this break, we'll let you know on where you can get some merch, and we'll be back after this. It's the 3-on-1 podcast, and it's the A7FL Games of the Week. We'll be back in a moment here on A7FL.tv.
On the Games of the Week, and you should listen to the 3-on-1 podcast every Friday on your favorite podcast feed, A7FL.tv, and the A7FL YouTube channel. The 3-on-1 podcast. You probably have better things to do, so let's be serious.
Welcome back to the A7FL Games of the Week. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian, Corey Hammond, getting ready for his game in just about an hour or so on A7FL.tv.
He's a little nervous. You gotta wish him the best. The animals are frightening at me. He's getting so upset. It's like the 7th time I said it.
He is on the other side of the camera from us right now. You can't see him. You can't see us, but Corey is getting ready for his game, and Rob, it has been a very fun day of football so far.
Indeed, indeed. They're not gonna like the take I had right before, we were getting off air. Where I said BIC still looks too small. And I'm only saying that because that was their problem last year. And this is something that they said. We spoke about it. I spoke to Kenny about it. They felt like they were undersized dealing with the pure mass of the U, and that was their only issue.
And going up against the Miller brothers, going up against that offensive and defensive line.
And no Miller brothers, but Maurice Taylor's there. They bolstered their D-line. It's styles make fights. I'm excited to see that game. I would love to see how they play out because, again, it's two high-powered offenses. You got Sterry Codritz and Ashante Worthy, Kason Campbell, Courage Mosley, K-Wack blocking his behind off. So it's something I want to see. I can't wait to see it.
Also, look at how many weapons Sterry Codrington has.
Sterry has a lot of weapons. And then there's more rivalry there, too. Kels Gallimore is now on BIC. It's like they made a trade.
Yeah.
Jason Sisson's on the U now. So it's like, there's a lot I'm excited to see when that game comes up. But as of right now, based off of just, what I saw on the field, the U looks bigger, and if that was the problem last year, it could come back and bite them in the butt.
And it's the start of the second half as day slowly turns into night here at Asbury Park Stadium.
Nice sunset.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful day here, aside from it being bitterly cold.
Freezing.
It is cold in the booth, but looking around the league, it is very cold for the Hunters. They are losing 40-6.
Goodness. Kryptonite, welcome to the top 10. My goodness.
Does beating the Hunters put them in the top 10?
I mean, it's a ton of teams that are dropping out. It's the way you beat them, too. If you beat the Hunters 23 to 27, I don't think that gets you a top 10 nod.
And let's take a look at the stats as we see this ball get returned.
Okay, hold on now. Excuse me, sir.
That is number 32 on the return. That is Joseph Ventimiglia.
And again, it's not Joseph's fault. You got Trey Cohen over there. Trey Cohen doesn't really let those go. I don't think anyone has scored on BIC.
The total yards for the BIC, 64 rushing yards, 144 passing yards, 208 total.
Would you like me to read the Snow Tribe?
Go for it.
Total yards for the Snow Tribe are 32.
They have rushed for 17 and passed for 15.
Nice. Oh, and one turnover.
Yes, and BIC with one turnover as well. And the Snow Tribe will start with the ball around the 25-yard line.
And there he is. Thank you. They heard my call. Jonathan Keels is at quarterback. Even if they don't score, watch how different the offense moves with Keels at quarterback.
We see some different personnel as well at running back. No Shug, though, as of yet, Rob.
Not yet.
But a very condensed set for the Snow Tribe. The snap, the handoff, runs right into
runs right into John Columbia.
Who Rob's radar is working wonders for him today.
Yeah, it's blipping. It's blipping. John Columbia looks amazing right now. No Verardi, he's by himself. He's doing it alone in that aspect because we usually, bundle those guys together. But with this performance, John Columbia is going to have. There's a couple guys today, period, that are really making a statement for Defensive Player of the Year after week one, day one.
Well, they know what that means.
Yeah.
That means they end up on the Snow Tribe.
Oh, my goodness. 2 seasons in a row.
In motion, Pedro immediately met. Liberti will push the pile past the 30 to around the 33-yard line. Won't get to the sticks. It'll be 3rd and short.
And it's a decent run. And, again, it's up to Keels to make the proper play call, and he's making the play calls on his own without any influence from the sideline, hopefully. That way, there's no one that can be blamed for it except him.
And it will be 3rd and 4 under, and it looks like another touchdown for the Kryptonite over in Vegas. Long day over there.
Very long. Hope the Insomniacs getting warm.
They're doing wind sprints in the parking lot. It'll be 3rd and 4. Keels. He'll run it. He'll find the seam, and Jonathan Keels will get low-bridged and he'll cross the 40-yard line, and he'll get a first down for the Snow Tribe, feeling a little more confident.
Very good tackle by H3 for Prez. Very good tackle from him. But again, what just happened? He converted. It looks like an offense now. And again,
now, is that because Keels is someone with a lot of A7 experience? He came back to the league last year.
Honestly, yes. Keels, I've played with Keels. I've blocked for Keels. I know his style of quarterback.
It'll be first down. The snap. Keels will keep. Oh, that was the replay. Pardon me. I got hoodwinked by myself. Keels gets on his basket and runs. That'll be to the 45.
And even off a fall, he gets 5 yards. And again, it's about being able to keep the defense on their toes and not just staying one-dimensional, throwing. Indeed, Loud, indeed. I won't repeat what you said, Loud, but just know I agree.
It'll be first and 10, 12.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob, Fabian, Corey Hammond will be playing at the potentially top of the hour, if not an hour from now, as it will be the East Orange Renegades taking on the Silk City Animals to round out our day here in Asbury Park.
Should be a fun game. Corey has the spirit.
It'll be first and 10. Second down, pardon me. The snap, the handoff, and ball almost gets stripped out of the hands of Darius Pearson,
who was really a threat a couple of seasons ago, probably in the earlier parts of A7.
First season of the Snow Tribe, he was a big part of that team.
He was big. He was a threat. Like, every time he touched the ball, it was like, oh, man, he might really do something with it. But he's kind of slowed down, in a few years. So my question, again, is where's Suge? Hashtag where's Suge with a question mark. Please, because I'm confused.
And you see the defense trying to stay warm there. It'll be 3rd and 7. And Keel's trying to create some consternation in the huddle. You see Demon Time Dev. We haven't seen Rondo much on defense today.
Rondo's definitely there. I saw him. And that's actually not Dev. Dev is an animal. Believe it or not.
Well, then someone stole his jersey. The handoff. 100%. Keels met, driven back. Ball comes loose, but they'll whistle it dead, and another sack for the BIC defense.
And there, Keels has to be able to anticipate that rush and know that his guys are not going to be able to contain those guys. That in the way that play action was a wasted movement. It was definitely a wasted movement.
And it will be 4th and 7.
Where BIC is small, and I think instead of thinking that they're small, they're more compact. Because Bone is a threat, no matter how quote-unquote small you might think he is. He's a big guy. And I've had to deal with Bone, and like, I felt how strong he was, and I was just confused. Like, how someone that size can, he's like a shot put. You ever held a shot put in your hand? It's small, it's condensed, but it's heavy. Like, that's Bone.
The snap on 4th and 11, intercepted!
By Dwan.
Dwan Williams cuts down the sideline. Dwan Williams sees the end zone.
Jonathan.
Slip slide. And a Snow Tribe quarterback throws for a touchdown, but not the way you want it to go. Another pick 6 for the BIC defense.
And then now I sound crazy for accident to put Jonathan Keels in. But again, this is the best their offense has looked until the interception, right?
And Q Bell in the chat saying Snow Tribe should have never disrespected the jersey.
They did. Do you remember that video?
Oh, right.
So Ant Live was at practice.
Ant Live, one of the members of the Snow Tribe.
He was at practice. He pulls his his old BIC jersey out his bag. They grab it and yeet it across the field.
And Dwan Williams looking like the invisible man.
Trey Robinson with that block on Jonathan Keels. My God.
How much fun is this defense having today?
Too much fun. Too much. Look at that block. That is a football block.
And is walking in there.
That's tough.
Looking like he just robbed, he just pulled the job at the end of GTA 5. He pulled to the Union Depository.
Listen, I love that mission.
Oh, that's one of my favorite missions. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Big Rob Fabian. And who are we giving this orb to so far? Trey Robinson's a candidate. Sterry Codrington, Ashante Worthy.
Dwan just scored.
Dwan Williams with a pick 6.
I don't know. I don't know. BIC just looks good overall. I don't know. any specific play. I mean, Ashanti, we could give it to him for that play. The touchdown play was probably the most athletic play we saw today, all day.
Yeah.
To be in that phone booth, in the box, and be able to shift your way out.
And that was the second play for the BIC this season.
That's kind of insane.
How is it Ashanti Worthy within 3 plays can score in a game or in a season?
He's a freak athlete, man. Despite his size.
And with this team presently constructed, could they beat any team in the league? I don't mean to put. I don't mean to
put me on the spot because right now, again, based off what I saw with the U, I say that game literally comes down to championship points, and because I haven't seen BIC score any, I say the U by 2.
The U have also had a few problems scoring championship points.
Today?
Not today, but historically, there'll be times where they get a little experimental.
The U faced a better team today, scored more championship points today than BIC, who I also understand is not taking the Snow Tribe as serious as the U took the Watchmen. It's just, it's asinine to think that they did. You get what I'm saying? So, again, based off of what I'm seeing, I got the U by not 2 scores, by 2 championship points, like 22-20. It's not a blowout. It's a full 4-quarter football game, and the U would win 22-24 to 24-22.
But outside of the U, like let's say they're talking about the defending champion Insomniacs.
I don't see the Insomniacs being able to do anything with BIC. Only because, again, Trey Robinson is there. Trey Robinson, who knows the Insomniacs. I could look at it like that, but we would have to see.
But when you talk about size.
The Insomniacs have the size.
First and 10 minutes left to go in the third. Throw, and that will be out of reach of the receiver. He'll run out into the phantom zone. It'll be second down.
That's second down?
Oh, it was the extra point, pardon me, after the pick 6.
Which they missed again.
Yes.
And that's and where I'm making the distinction, it would be if I pick the U to win against BIC, it's because I haven't seen BIC produce championship points. That's it. It's as simple as that. And it's not because I really see one looking way better than the other. It's as simple as that.
And with 30-0 being the deficit, the Snow Tribe have to do something. I don't know if it's keep heels in the game. I really don't understand the lack of consistency. Like with the Watchmen, we know that there's packages and things established.
Right.
For different quarterbacks in different scenarios, and I do believe Corey Price was here today. I thought I saw him.
I didn't see Corey Price.
He might not have been there, but I thought I saw someone when I was going to get food from the truck.
And even then, at that point, it's like, well, then should have Corey Price have been on Snow Tribe? Should he have just gone to the Snow Tribe?
And we will see here 30-0 as it is very cold. And that will bounce inside. That's a live ball.
I don't think they know that.
Well, it's got to go on the fly, so.
I don't think they knew that.
So it'll be a dead ball run from the 25-yard line. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Yard line. Rain's coming, Martha. And it is still 40-6.
No, I got it.
A lot of strange comments going on right now.
Yeah, and you see Jordan, and we will see number 18. That's Tyshawn Robinson. He will run it for the Snow Tribe. He will get to the 45 and immediately met.
Baby Joker just beats him there.
Isaac Gomez, a Rookie of the Year candidate in 2023. And a player down in the Kryptonite game. It's 40-6 over there.
I like what I'm seeing from the new additions on BIC. Isaac Gomez showing his worth, being able to go out there and play positions whenever he's asked to. Trey Robinson, same thing. He looks a little shaken up on the play. Because again, I'm not really used to seeing him tackling.
It is interesting.
Wow, that's Breezy, number 24. Wow.
Breezy Beeman. Wow. When the one thing we talked about on the podcast and we talked about amongst ourselves was how are they going to make space for all these guys? How are they going to have everybody eat? And so far they've
been doing well.
Yeah, and the same thing with the Patterson U as well.
And right now, what's alarming me is that Shaquem
McCutcheon,
he's on that offensive line, and they don't look that good.
Is it just the overwhelming force of the people being thrown at them? Is it just matchups? The handoff to Liberty. Liberty tried to go outside, goes immediately inside, and is brought down by the ice cream truck.
Yeah, he's tough. Dealing with the ice cream truck, again, we talked about that a little bit earlier. You know who gets on my nerves? Charles Irving. Guys like ice cream truck, because you guys were running backs, running 4.5s and 4.6s. Then you have the nerve to take all that speed and athleticism and put it on the line and have me deal with it. Go away.
Sir, I'm supposed to be blocking for you, not you coming at me.
Go away. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. That's insane. I remember the first time I had to block Charles Irvin. I'm looking at this guy like, yo, what are you doing here?
I thought we were friends.
Right. I'm like, jeez. Guy got low, dipped his shoulder. I'm like, all right, this is going to be annoying. This is one of those types of days.
Man, I have to put in effort.
Right.
Matt Ryan joined by Big Rob Fabian. It is the third quarter, 8:40 to go. Keels in at quarterback. Handoff to Liberty. Give Liberty some daylight, and he'll make something happen. He gets stopped at the 36. First down, Snow Tribe.
Number 24 on BIC, if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking that's not 24, 44.
That's Michael. That is
H3 Frazier, not
yeah, H3 Frazier.
H3 Frazier. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from that guy. I'm liking it. Like he's not afraid to get in there and get dirty. Check it out, right on Liberty. Like he's no fear. Okay, maybe he's on the radar next week. Good play call by Jonathan Keels. Great run by Liberty. And again, you see, but the offense looks better with Keels in it. So why do you handicap yourself by 30 points before you put Jonathan Keels in the game to call your plays?
Because they have faith in these young guys.
They don't. And if I was Jonathan Keels, I would leave a team like that doesn't see my worth. I'm being honest with you. At this point, I wouldn't even have started with Snow. You don't see my worth. You don't think I'm good enough to start for your team, but every time things get thick, you put me in and expect me not to get upset. You know, that's why things happened last season the way it did. Jonathan Keels is worth more than they're showing us right now, even with those pants.
They are very Santa Monica Vibe-esque.
Right. Whatever happened to that guy?
I think he plays in a softball league, and immediately off the snap.
Again, he gets very formulaic, which is one of the issues. That play action, Rashad Knight with the sack, but that play action, he should kind of let that go. Should kind of let that one go, because they're not biting on it.
30-6, your score. It'll be second down, 3rd and 8. Pardon me.
30-0. Them boys have not scored yet.
And Rob, you've been in situations like this before.
Oh, for sure. Not often.
How do you guys dig yourself out of it? And here comes on 3rd and 8. Keels has to get this ball off, and it's almost intercepted again.
And that's just great defense by number 3, Dwan, if I'm not mistaken. Dwan he's another one. You got to give him his flowers early. Dwan has actually been balling these last few seasons, and that's a guy I've been on record.
He had the last pick 6.
Yeah, I've been on record telling Dwan to his face, I think you're horrible. But he's proven me wrong season after season. So.
And the BIC have yet to score offensively in this half.
That's insane.
If I'm correct.
No, you're right. That's insane.
That's
actually
a long day at the office.
But back to your question. What was your question again?
If you're a team in this situation and you have the weapons to develop a comeback, what's the thing that you need? What's the most consistent thing you need to really establish yourself in the second half? The snap on 4th and 8. Keels throws this one, and
so God knows who. But one of the key things you do need is consistency at your quarterback position, and a little bit of hope and a little bit of grit. Like you gotta really. Like, I'm not a guy that wants to sit there and see 0 on the scoreboard, and I'm not comfortable with that. So Corey will tell you when we wore those red jerseys, and we went out there and got smoked, we still went out there and scored. It was 6-40, which is very embarrassing for a guy like me. A guy like Corey Courage, Patrick Colburn was out there. It wasn't fun. I can tell you that right now. It wasn't fun, but it bumped us out the playoffs. We saw we weren't ready. These things happen. But we didn't hang our heads and quit the game. We found a way to score. some days it's just not your day. Here's the matchup I've been looking for: Trey Baskerville versus K-Wack. K-Wack has been winning the matchup, though, if I'm being honest.
And K-Wack very inspired this season, and this is a team that was supposed to have Mark Beckway on it. The snap play action in trouble. Codrington throws out of the reach of the ice cream truck, and it will be second down.
And good block from K-Wack. That battle between K-Wack and Trey Baskerville, I mean,
Welcome to the Kool-Aid.
Thank you for your continued devotion to the Vanderkoy dynasty. What sponsor makes tonight possible? To the Frosty Paws.
What the?
You know how hard it is to get a cereal company to sponsor mass murder?
And it is 30-0, 4:22 and counting, looking to blaze down the clock here in the third quarter. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And as we look at some of the other matchups today, forcing the Insomniacs to defending national champions. And it will be second down. We had A7FL.
Right back to the play. Here he goes.
Ice cream truck. Oh. He'll get to the 46-yard line, and it will be first down.
And me knowing Donnell Herbert, he's not happy with that.
No.
He wants to get a big one. He wants a big play. He's a big play guy. That's what he's always looking for.
And it will be first and 10, spreading the offense, 3 wide receiver set. Ice cream truck blocking as the tight end. Codrington throws this one downfield, and it is almost intercepted.
Wait a second now. Good tackle. Wow. And there he is. You asked for him, and there's Rondo. I would love to see a replay of that interception. I do not understand what I saw.
It looked like the white of the uniforms burned out the picture.
Burned out the ball. Like, it disappeared in one guy's hand. It popped up in Rondo's.
And we're going to take a brief timeout here after the interception. 30-0 with 3:10 left to go in the third quarter. The BIC with the lead, but the Schno Tribe looking to make something happen on offense. Can they get on the board? Can Keels lead them to a score? We'll find out after this. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. Stay right where you are.
That's me, facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. But let me take you back to an even worse day. The day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player one wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell!
Weapon for a single purpose. No distractions. Damn it.
Welcome back to the A7FL Games of the Week. I'm Matt. Rob Fabian joining me right here, and we're two dapper gentlemen getting ready to call the remainder of this third quarter. 30-0 is your score.
And I would like to agree with you loud. K-Wack is 100% putting hands on Trey. And, you know, during the week when the lives are going on and everyone's going back and forth, everybody's watching the same game, so we all have eyes. We see what's going on here.
And it will be Keels, and there'll be a flag on the play.
Yeah, definitely a flag, because I know Keels wouldn't do anything like that. It was like probably an offsides or something like that, and he capping and catch it.
What happens if that was an actual thing that happened?
Olay with a walk-in touchdown is disgusting. It's a sick day. I can't have that. But there's a lot of little debate. I'm seeing they're debating about something. There's definitely something. Neutral zone or offside something. Richard Gusto in there running in and telling plays. I'm not hoping that's not the case.
64 horsepower track.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
And it is interesting to see the Snow Tribe try to develop a culture.
I mean, they keep running away from the culture. Here's the culture right here.
Jonathan Keels crossing the 50 and getting the first down.
I truly don't understand what people don't see. No, he's not the best thrower. His arm's not the greatest. Neither is he like the most accurate. But when it comes to play calling, he's probably better than who you have. And they're not going to stay one-dimensional. Again, they complain about Corey Hammond being a one-dimensional, oh, he only throws. Then you throw in another quarterback that only throws. Then you put in Liberty, who's not a quarterback. To finally put in Jonathan Keels, who's literally your identity.
The snap, and Liberty, they'll lose some progress.
That offensive line has to hold up. They have to hold up. They have to block that.
We'll see here again on the replay. Jonathan Keels just creating space for himself.
And that's what he does. But again, I can't expect him to do that 10 plays in a row for a touchdown. You understand? Like that's look at that. Look at the move. There it is. He finds his lane and he's gone.
And Dwan Williams finding himself inside the jersey of a Snow Tribe offensive lineman.
Goodness.
He was just trying to make. He was complimenting his collar. It's a very nice collar.
Shouts to Yuck on the check-in. Indeed. Richard Gusto calling any offense is nasty work.
Who's the one player in this league, if you had to pick an offensive coordinator, the snap on 2nd and 15 to throw over his body and incomplete or be third down, who's the one player, if you like, all right, I need an actual coach. I need someone who can develop an offense and create a culture. Who's that one player?
Sterry Codrington.
Really?
Sterry Codrington will not expect you to play it his way. That's the reason why I wouldn't say Huff. Huff is unique. He would expect you to do everything he's able to do, and you can't.
It's like Wayne Gretzky or Jordan. They could coach, but they're going to expect you to
be at their level of game. Sterry Codrington understands each player, strengths, weaknesses, and whatever's expected of that specific
And that goes
player.
into the whole point guard argument that we talk about all the time. It's very much like a Jerry West or a Magic Johnson,
right.
who are able to create this kind of space, or a more modern point guard like a Rajon Rondo. They don't need to be the one being the flashy player, being the central focus. Codrington can do that.
Codrington can do that. Yeah.
But he can distribute the ball so well, and he can pass things around.
And his IQ is up there. And again, he's not expecting you to do anything that's out of your capability.
And what about the BIC coaching staff, leadership, like a Kenny Stansberry or anybody helping out there? What are the things that they're doing more? Is it because they have more experience? Is it because they're more they have the team is more a part of their identity and they've been in this league so long?
It is that. It's the experience. Experience trumps a lot, but then again, you got guys who on the Snow Tribe that's been here for a while that, you know, they're not making the same dent. It's really experience. It's the games you've played, the teams you've been on. Because remember, BIC wasn't a team that was winning 8 games. You know, BIC was getting blown out once upon a time. Very long time
in 2019
ago.
when I first came into the league, the BIC
it was a rebuild year. It's definitely a rebuild year for BIC. That's when they lost me. They lost Yuck. They lost Patrick Colburn, Fern, and it lost a lot of guys back then. So, you know, it's understandable. Where is Shug?
33 seconds. Looking more like the House of Windsor, the Snow Tribe in trouble.
My.
Keels gets to the sideline and gets wrapped up and brought down at the 39.
Keels had Olay dancing. My goodness, I didn't know Olay could bachata like that. Wow. Okay, Keels. Okay.
It's like the A7FL Christmas party.
Which I would not go to. I don't want to go to the A7FL Christmas party.
Oh, mama, I've been fearing for my life on the long arm of the law. The Renegades are playing in just about a half an hour, but the BIC setting a tone and melting the Snow Tribe underneath the lights here in Asbury Park. 3 quarters down, 45 minutes of football down, 15 left to go. And it will have 1 untimed down.
That was my picture with the sun going down. I got it on 0.
After the penalty, it'll be 1 untimed down after the penalty, and then we will get to our 4th quarter.
Now, Jonathan Kills in the spread offense isn't my favorite.
And it was holding on the defense that set up this untimed down.
Let's see what he got.
Snap, in trouble, Keels, and that'll be off the hands of Liberty, and it will be 2nd down when we come back. 30-0 your score, and the Trenton BIC firmly in control. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian, and on the other side of this break, we'll be bringing you the final 15 minutes of our 2nd game of the afternoon. The BIC in control. Can they set a bigger pace? We'll find out after this. It's the games of the week.
Welcome to the Culling.
Thank you for your continued devotion to the Vanderkoy Dynasty. What sponsor makes tonight possible? You're addicted to the Frosty Puffs.
What the
You know how hard it is to get a cereal company to sponsor mass murder?
That's me, facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. But let me take you back to an even worse day. The day the Vanderkoys killed my family and left me deaf and mute. I made a plan. Give myself an inner voice. Player 1 wins. Get stronger. Join a team. Go team.
You ring the bell!
Whether you are in Park Heights or in Rahway, we hope you are enjoying your time and glad you're joining us. Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian. We're suited and booted for week 1 of the A7FL. Jonathan Keels looking to boot himself to the end zone. Jonathan Keels finds his way through a defender, and number 7 a little too presumptive on that one, but a 1st down for the Snow Tribe.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a good runner like Keels, but I don't think I'd hit that second huss. I think I'd take the seam and go, I don't know.
And we are with 14:30 left to go in the 4th quarter and in regulation time. And in between games, we'll let you know what's going on around the league. The Force and the Insomniacs about to throw off. 1 first down, and Keels, for what feels like the 4th time this afternoon, will be brought down to the turf at Asbury Park.
I think he operates better with a running back back there with him.
Because he's got that safety valve.
Right. It's like a bailout.
Yeah.
The line is getting too much pressure to throw it to a tight end. It's dangerous in that zone.
And when you're looking at the Snow Tribe offense, They have no real ability. They don't use Tyshawn Robinson to extend the field. They're not trying to do anything except 3 to 5 yards at a time. And I get that because it's a team that's run primarily by offensive linemen, so they're going to want to run. They're going to want to control the pace. But why are they so resistant to that? Is it because they know the limitations of their quarterback? Is it because they're still trying to figure out the ideal offense? It feels like they keep going back to the same well.
At this point, I feel like I have to be in the room with these guys to understand why they're operating the way they're operating. Because if you remember, Marcel Chapman used to be their quarterback.
Yes.
Gave it up. Doesn't even want to do it. I haven't seen him come out on the offense in the second half. And Marcel Chapman is a weapon.
And watch the wide receiver in the slot. He's completely unprotected, unguarded. Well, they'll pick him up. And Liberty on a huge, look at that. Liberty, and that is intercepted by Dwan Williams.
And that's
no
who
way.
Gets the orb.
Is that the third one?
That's who gets his
Is that the third one? Is that 3 for 3? That's the second one for Dwan Williams and the third pick 6 of the afternoon.
Dwan Williams.
For the Trenton BIC, Dwan Williams getting the orb.
Hey. Dwan Williams is definitely getting the orb. And Jonathan Kills is
you know it's important when someone covered in a blanket runs out onto the field. The BIC taking a 36-0 lead, 36-0.
Ooh. Lost his mouthpiece on that block.
That block was nasty, and Dwan Williams just immaculate receptioning it.
Yeah, Kills has to stop doing that. And this is, I guess, what their argument would be when I say, oh, give it to Kills, give it to Kills. They'll point these 2 plays out where he throws it to Dwan willingly. And, judging for it, he had decent blocks here. He probably should have ran.
Wow.
That's rough. That's definitely rough.
And you see Trey Baskerville in better spirits after.
Because nothing changed.
The BIC defense, though.
Very
we expected the BIC defense to be good,
but
the secondary is scary.
Because a little overgood right now.
And we see Carl Meisner, and we see the BIC just completely trying to. What's going? Did they cross the street? Did we turn this into a public road?
I mean, they might have, man. And Mercy Rule in this league is 42 points, and then the other offense has 1 opportunity to score. If they don't, it's time to go home. It's time to pack it up, and we're getting dangerously close to that number.
3 pick sixes though is a weird thing to reconcile with.
It is, but then there's people saying that Snow Tribe needs a QB, but. What QB wants to play for an offensive line that's doing that? I don't think any QB, I don't care who you put. You can put Sterry back there if you feel like it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
And they'll be going for 1 here.
Smart. Hopefully they get this one.
Yeah, they have lacked championship points. In motion. Codrington will throw this one into the dirt and inside the 5-yard line.
It's not looking too good for BIC.
But are they trying? That's the.
I mean, none, not one. Not one. I mean, trying or not, not one.
Is there a flag on the play? It looks like we're redoing this.
That would be good for BIC.
Unless it wasn't a touchdown. And it looks like we're going for the attempt again after a penalty.
Okay. I mean,
as the sun descends here in Asbury Park.
So the Snow Tribe's chances of winning this game. This is rough, man. This is Corey Hammond will play QB for them this crowd. He QB for anyone. Loud, please leave my guy Corey alone, please.
He is not the universal quarterback. It is not when we were playing outside as a kid.
And they didn't value Corey here either, where Snow Tribe, they don't have an identity. And I think they're the team outside of the big names that should have the most identity.
I agree. And I've talked about this on the podcast. I've talked about this on the 3-on-1 to where it's like the Snow Tribe is exactly what you would want in this league.
Indeed.
And the promise and the potential of the Snow Tribe have yet to be fulfilled in the last 3 seasons.
Not even close. And you wonder why. You're going to have to start putting
Is that Trey Robinson throwing that off?
I think it is. I'm a young man rumble. Trey Coleman is there, though. The 2 trays. Yeah. You're stuck by the trays.
Yeah.
Look how Trey Robinson's holding him like a puppy.
And it will be 1st and 10.
Big Mike has to reevaluate again for the 7th time this season.
And we timed this. We timed one of the touchdown celebrations. Our next gen stat is 15.1 seconds. We want to let you know that this game is brought to you by Locticians, empowering natural beauty. Connect with verified Locticians and natural hair care professionals in your area. Visit Locticians.com today and discover top-rated pros and brands verified and trusted by our community. And we're also brought to you by Tape Me Up. Tape Me Up provides professional athletic training services to athletes of all sports and ages. If you need your ankles taped or your cleats spatted, contact trainer Steven at tapemeup.net. Don't get hurt, get taped. Tape Me Up. Get taped like a pro.
Lots of shout-outs in the chat. Bobby Newman, why don't you come play quarterback for Liberty needs your help, Bobby Newman. Come on out. I still see you doing box jumps. Come on out. A big yuck, please. Come on out and play D-line for these guys. They need you too.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Snow Tribe. 11:35 and counting. Matt Ryan joined by Big Rob Fabian here in the broadcast position.
Don't you miss Ashanti? I haven't seen him on the field in like an hour. Those guys are probably dressed.
Eric Carmichael's getting a snack. Almost intercepted again.
Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been bad.
That was
number 44.
That was H3 Frazier on the almost interception.
Yeah, I like his game. I like H3's game. I can't lie. Real calm. I like his game. A diving interception is crazy.
And with under 11 minutes to go, as we look to our next game, the Animals are really a litany of question marks this season. They had Quattrell Huffin last year. They made the playoffs. They had their first winning season in modern A7FL history.
Which gave them a little bit of a big head, and they spoke out of turn and spoke as if, this is all earned and not Huff. But we'll see what they do today against Corey Hammond and company.
The snap, and Keels will get on his bicycle, and he will ride a few blocks and then be brought down near the 31. And he hands it off to Liberty. That ball was still alive, it seems. Liberty loses the ball, and that is picked up by Robinson. And Robinson is met.
He is leveled.
Number 13, bringing the pain, as it were.
I mean, why cut twice towards everyone? I mean,
measure twice, cut once, sir.
Listen, man, I got to remember that I'm a big boy. There's a lot of things I don't understand in these, speedy running movements. So let's try to understand what happened here. So ball, he's up. He's up. Oh, yeah, he was up. He was up. He was definitely up.
That's bonkers.
Yeah. Wow. Liberty lost his balance. The second Huss is nuts. Yeah, he gets clobbered here. He was definitely up. If that's what they're looking for, he was up. And maybe this is what they need to not have to check it out. He never goes down. He never goes down. The refs didn't blow any whistle. No knee. And
it looks like...
Wait a second, it's not looking good.
Touchdown BIC!
How? What did... Oh, my goodness, I don't understand. I don't understand.
And in Vegas, it's 3rd and 7, nothing and nothing. 4th and 7 for Force and Insomniac.
And who has the ball?
Force has the ball.
Alrighty.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this.
No way. Okay, Pedro,
Keels
hold block.
Throws this one, caught by Robinson. Ball comes loose.
That's a touchback.
Oh, touchback, yeah. And that's picked up by number 44.
And again,
that's H3 Frazier.
I like H3's game.
He's good.
He's good. And now, no. Why are they giving him 42? It's definitely not 42.
No, the scoreboard is incorrect. It's 36. That's not a touchdown.
36.
It's a touchback.
But if they score here, look at this. This is insane. Kenneth Stewart, he does the right thing. But look
that's Kenneth Stewart on pardon me.
Give me
not
that.
Tyshawn Robinson. That ball play.
Yeah.
He moves the ball.
So the ball is definitely there. JJ, phenomenal. That's what JJ was always known for. Again, he's another one of those old wily vets that you forget is on the field because, he doesn't do what he used to do. But JJ's here, man, and now BIC has the ball, and they're getting a chance to put this away.
Clavon Radcliffe with the swat. And the rolling on the field initially was a fumble. It is being challenged, 7:47.
It's a fumble. He makes a football move.
You see here, he catches it. He has
1,
possession. 2, 3,
4.
4.
He loses the ball.
He doesn't even get it knocked out. He loses the ball.
JJ came from the back and he lost the ball. Sorry. I mean, at this point, who do you blame? Jonathan Kills made a good play.
Yeah.
He gave his receiver the best chance. His receiver made a play and then lost.
Every time they're inside the 10-yard line, calamity happens for this team.
Sit down comedy. I'm not repeating that.
But we take a look at this game now, and 36-0. The BIC firmly in control. As we look across the league, if you are not walking out of today with a win, and you're not the DC Buzz who have a bye today, and same thing with Florida teams, like, if you're not one of the teams walking out with a win today, you have to set one heck of a tone. As we look in Vegas right now, it looks like the Insomniacs have just gotten an interception.
On 4th and 7, in fact. And again, that's another, Insomniacs versus Force. The Force shouldn't feel bad if they lose today.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? It's not a thing. I don't think that's a situation where they should be upset. Indeed, Loud. Indeed. I can't say that loud, but yes.
But as we move around the league and we head into our 7 o'clock matchup, which is now going to be, I believe, our 7:30 matchup.
Okay.
When we look at the Renegades, they're a team that could make the playoffs. After what we've seen today, there are 3 great teams in the Northeast.
Indeed.
The Watchmen underperformed today, but they showed glimmers of being consistent.
Very much so.
They were just playing an overwhelming force. The amount of volume.
The U is very dangerous. They're more than back. They're probably better.
They might be the best team in the league.
Right, and I'll even go on record saying that they might be better than they were in 21 when I was there.
Wow.
And that's
arguably one of the greatest teams in league history.
Yeah, that takes a lot for me to say because I'm Big Rob and all that, but that's tough for me to say. But the U looked very good today. The Renegades, we have to watch them play. I need to see the Renegades and the Animals play because everyone else I saw today, now I can kind of put you somewhere. I can fit you in a category.
So who, in your opinion, today has overperformed, who has underperformed, and who do you think that you're expecting to exceed what we saw last week? The throw, that's Ashante Worthy. Ashante Worthy down the sideline, and that is why he is one of the best players. And there's the lateral. That ball comes loose, and then another one. K-Wack, Carnell Wachter. That's back to Ashante Worthy, and Ashante Worthy will cut inside. He will avoid Trey Baskerville. That will go over.
Cedric Goodridge, I got a bald head.
Cedric C.T. Goodridge, the mixed martial artist.
This is nasty work.
Painting one hell of a picture as it is now 42-0.
Without a single championship point. Embarrassing. Back to your question, though. The U have overperformed. Clear as day. Rawway Snow Tribe, I feel, have underperformed because, why not? This is insane. Here we go on the replay.
And just you see Trey Baskerville go, this guy.
This guy. And then they're just doing whatever they want. Trey Cohen, he gives it to
K-Wack. He chest passed it.
Honestly, they're really playing basketball. Look at Cedric.
Give it to me. I want to play. It's my ball. Papa, pass me the ball.
He gives it back. And look at Trey Baskerville trying. I almost thought he stepped out of bounds here. Still, even with Trey Baskerville, Defensive Player of the Year, doesn't get him. Here you go, Cedric. Go have fun.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Yeah, that's too easy. But Rawway Snow Tribe, you came out. You didn't put the fancy quarterback you've been hiding from everyone. You didn't put him in. You put Liberty in for nothing. Then you put the fancy quarterback in. He realized he can't play A7. And then you put in Keels. Why does it always take all this nonsense to put in Keels. Not saying that Keels is doing phenomenal, but I know they have more yards since Keels has played. More turnovers as well, but they have more yards since Keels has played since the other guys were there.
Snow Tribe, 4 turnovers on offense. 3 of those 4, this coming in from David Silverman, returned for touchdowns.
So BIC doesn't even get a chance to show what their offense is made of?
No.
It's purely the defense that's doing everything right now.
And if you want to be a part of the A7FL, you can go to a7fl.com/players. That's a7fl.com/players. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian, as we are getting ready for the extra point here in Asbury Park as we look around the A7FL. Only one other game going on right now. The Force and the Insomniacs, and with about 6.5 left to go, the Insomniacs are on defense. And it is 1st and 10 for the Force as they are not able to, the Insomniacs not able to score.
That's I'm gonna let the Vegas guys deal with that. Definitely let the Vegas guys deal with that.
And they will go for one here, will the BIC.
And right now, I think they're trying to talk. Okay, Trey Baskerville is complaining about K-Rock holding him. Use your hands, young fella. I'm sorry. Use your hands. Use your hands, Trey
Some people not down with the sartorial splendor. It's all right. Everybody will get used to it. Also, because I love sandwiches. That's why my pattern looks like a picnic table. Because I love sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm not mad at sandwiches.
This is the last play of the game. If they score this one.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Chris Hunter is not having that.
That was a one-on-one contest and a half. And it feels like this one is...
Got away from Snow Tribe. I mean, this is nasty.
And that is the end of this one as we look at Asbury Park Stadium in Asbury Park, New Jersey. The Trenton BIC get the mercy rule, and they send the Snow Tribe back to Rahway with not a lot of chill and a lot to think about in the week off we have for the Easter holiday. Rob, what are your final thoughts as we head to break?
I remember all the conversations throughout the buildup of this, and to see it go down mercy rule is kind of sad.
Excuse me, as I clear my throat as I bring out the orb, this has to go to Dwan
Williams.
Dwan Williams, our player of the game. He will get to hold the orb, but he will not be able to keep the orb. But the BIC, everybody expected the offense to perform. The offense performed really well, except for one turnover, but that's kind of a thing in this league where turnovers tend to happen, but
it happens.
4 Snow Tribe turnovers on offense, 3 of them yielding touchdowns, and all of them pick sixes.
It's insane. And then can you now blame BIC for not being able to score the championship points? They're sitting on the sideline the whole time. What were they doing?
Yeah, that is 3 of their, I think 2 of their second half touchdowns came off of pick sixes, but as we are 2 games down, 1 game left to go, as we head into week 2, who are you excited to see more in the second